we're live. Hi, welcome to session 6 of Endless Nights. Rats, where are the rats? Rats, where are the rats? I don't know, I don't get the reference, I'm too old for this. Anyway, I'm not doing the recap. Blaine!
Are we doing intros first, or are we going straight into the recap?
Oh, this is true, actually. Let's do listen, I have COVID. I'm really tired and smooth-brained. I'll do my intro first, for once. I'm Meister Hypester. Otherwise
is
known
anybody else
as...
having internet issues? Because for me, everything is stuttering and stopping, and I don't know what's happening.
Are you on this Wi-Fi or the other one?
Stand by for tech difficulties.
And we're doing good.
Are you on the E-Fi, the Wi-Fi, the Hi-Fi? I appreciate that I'm not the only one who gets really confused by technology. Vex to the rescue.
I'm amused that it's the old vampires who are struggling with technology.
They're the young. They're the young vamps.
Vex is. Vesper's not. Vesper and Thomas, I think, are the oldest in the game, chronologically.
Like everything was.
Amorette is the oldest in the group?
Vesper.
Oh, Vesper. Gotcha. Well, this tracks then the young vamps helping out the older vamp.
As it should be.
Hello, little devil queen 31.
I turned my Wi-Fi on my phone.
You have tuned in for tech difficulties. Honestly, is it even a stream if there's no tech difficulties?
Yeah.
Fair.
We're actually discussing this, Dice. We're discussing this, and... Oh no, I just realized I got your name wrong. Wait, why are you Lenore? Let me fix that. I'm like, that's really long. Why is it... Alright. I won't be here for December, but if you guys want to keep playing, you're welcome to, and I'll just have someone else run the game while I'm not here. If you're keen. I don't know what your December plans are.
I'll be home. Staycations are lovely and cheap.
Mm-hmm.
I like my house. I spend a lot of money making my house nice.
There's no way in fucking hell I'm going anywhere.
That's fair.
The aggressive way you came back with that, though.
I'm sorry. Gen Con's travel fucked me up.
Dude,
So
same with Comic-Con. Yeah.
There was one night where if it weren't for people on this property, I would have not had a place to stay overnight on my way back. I would have been stranded in Arizona.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
So...
Oh, Bellona, that dress is so pretty.
Bellona's real pretty. She likes
That
wearing
was
really
gorgeous.
pretty things so that rats can destroy it.
So many rats can hide in that.
Oh, I hate that. Ah.
Slaps top of Bellona. Fits so many rats in this bitch's clothes.
Like, that's such a Pasha move. Just this can fit so many rats in this bitch's clothes.
Oh, lordy. Anyway.
How are we doing, Vesper?
We stuttered for a second, but I think we're good now.
Yeah?
Alright.
I'm glad.
I hope.
Fingers crossed. What was the problem? Wrong Wi-Fi?
No, I'm on the right Wi-Fi. I don't know. Like, all of a sudden, I was getting no audio, except for occasionally just a loud burst of, like, a few seconds.
Oh, no.
And then nothing. And then, like, And then again, a burst of sound.
Amorette, get your little friend out of that room.
No.
I'm like,
It might be a
if
connection
I
thing.
made them mad, I'm sorry.
Oh no! Oh no!
You're good.
We can
So-
troubleshoot after session as well. I think there's a few things that we might be able to optimize. So
Yeah. Real quick. Try jumping in and out of call real quick because of me being the first one in the call. Just cause it a little weird like that.
I'll be right back.
Ah. Ooh. I keep forgetting that's Vesper's profile pic, and it always gives me gay panic every time I see it.
I get it. I get it.
Cool.
My friend's a hot thembo.
They really are. Like, it's so weird because you meet Vesper and they're this sweet, I will love you forever, and like keep you in the palm of your hands so the earth doesn't dirty you kind of a person. And then that profile pic comes up and it's like, fine, step on me. It's okay. I'm cool with it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Anyway, back to my intro. I'm Jack, Master Hypester. I run this show, and I totally do not get completely sidetracked simping over my friends. Yeah, I don't have anything else to add to that. December, I will not be here. Not sorted yet on content. Possibly you might still have vampires, but yeah. Come to the Discord server or keep an eye on the tweeters for updates. Oh, we have a tweeter now.
We do.
Yeah.
Yes, it's full of memes and it's hilarious, and we should all follow it. It has a name. Which
At
I
BTM Endless Night. Because it wouldn't let me put the S for the full campaign.
Yeah, I
name.
was. Yeah. See,
And
uh-huh.
it is not to be confused. Our campaign is Vampire the Masquerade Endless Nights. It is not to be confused with the Endless Night Vampire Ball, which is a thing.
What?
Oh.
I did not know that when I chose the name.
That's
So it's Endless Night, one night. We are knights, multiple. And it's not a campaign, it's an actual in-person thing. So we're separate enough.
Sounds amazing.
that does sound really amazing. Imagine my dream
Yes.
is one day I can fly you all over here, and then we'll have an in-game session. That would be
That would
real
be
cool.
fun.
And as an after party, we take you to carnivore and we feed you zebra and giraffe.
What?
There's a place where it's ethically sourced.
So that's what we're going to
Okay.
do. We're going to have Comic-Con Africa fund us to bring all these people over here, and then we'll have an actual game here as a panel. That sounds like a great idea. And we have a podcast now. We're podcasting.
On the
Yeah.
Spotify.
Vex is really amazing and has us sorted on the Spotify. So if you cannot YouTube, which is also on my YouTube, under Meister Hypester, not Endless Night Vampire the Masquerade, you can also listen to the podcast. Ta-da! I think that's all I have. Hot potato, Nicole.
Hi, I'm Nicole. I'm the storyteller. Oh, Dan, hot potato Vex.
How dare you?
Easily and often.
That's fair.
We were allowed to do that?
Look what you've started.
Yeah, no, we're not allowed to do that. So I'm hot potatoing it right the fuck back to Nicole. What are your pronouns? Give me some things about you. You know what? Because fuck you, give me a fun fact.
Fun fact, I have on base camp 1 of Mount Kilimanjaro with my fat ass.
Ooh.
Sorry, I'm still...
Pronoun she, her, you fucking bitch. I'll accept anything. And yes, and I live under a rock on social media except for when I pop out to stalk people. Mostly the people on the screen right now. Passing it back to Vex.
Better. Hi, I'm Vex Somniari. You can find me everywhere, Vex Somniari. The links to everything Jack has talked about thus far is actually on my link tree. So if you want to find the individual links, How do you think I've been getting the word out, Jack? I've been giving out my business cards at events. I have to have all of our information up there.
I get, well,
Like-
listen, stage fright, 1. Second, emotional. Let me have my feelings.
No. So my link tree is like a good 50% just this show. So
Oh my gosh.
show everything on that link tree. Show wise some love. Because we are on Twitter. We're not on Blue Sky yet, but I think we're gonna do that. And then obviously we're on Spotify, which you can download our shit to like listen to. If you are like driving and don't want to like have a screen or like stream up.
Mhm.
Oh, look, your link tree accidentally fell onto the vampire thread on Jack's Discord.
What?
How did that happen?
I don't know. It has all of our information. So literally our game is part of my bio on there. It's taken over so much. So you can find me there. I also taking over my life via this game. I am filming a music video at the end of November, beginning of December. That's actually going to be taking up a lot of my December time. That's going to be a lot of my project. The reason it's related to this game is because it's a character music video for Amorette Feign that I am playing on this stream. As a few things potentially come to the light, there's a few scenes in there that I have already written out that I may have to change, but that's fine. That's why we take some time before filming. But keep an eye out for that and keep an eye out for project updates. You can find me over on Queen's Court Games YouTube channel on Monday, this coming Monday, to see the first thing that I've ever been in on there, which is how to make a character in a new TTRPG that is coming out, called The World Below. The character that I made on there has a single brain cell, and sees even more shit than Amorette does, which is impressive. And they run solely off of vibes. They have a below average intelligence. You cannot have 0 intelligence. You have to have 1, and it's the only one they've got. You can also find me on Tuesdays over at Dinner and a Game playing Monster of the Week, where, as opposed to Amorette, who has a lot of emotions, the character that I am playing there, Divinum, feels nothing at all. Ever. They're incapable of it. So, yeah, that's me. I use he, they pronouns, and I am going to shotgun this over to Blaine.
Oh, okay. Hello, I'm Blaine. I play Thomas O'Malley, resident mortician. I do a lot of the interaction on our Twitter, so you can find me there or at Gaming Blaine pretty much anywhere else. And I'm gonna, he, him, and shotgun it over to Ollie.
Yeah,
I
this is
appreciate that
favoritism.
we're no longer hot potatoing and it's just a fucking shotgun. Like,
This is favoritism. He didn't get yelled at.
It's a t-shirt cannon.
He gave information.
he gave information.
I have no information. But anyway.
You clearly did. Oliver.
Yo, what's up? My name is Dyson Autism. You guys might know me for my zany storytelling stuff and everything. I'm currently taking a break from social media because I'm a little bit through burnt out, but I'm doing all right, hanging out with some cool people. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. And I'm gonna hop it over to Vesper.
I'm Vesper. I use they, them pronouns. You can find me on my Instagram, which is, my handle's @casualdruid. That's really the only place I'm at besides here. And here I'm playing Lenore. And that is all.
And for the first time.
I forgot to give you a VIP. Sorry. I do that now.
For the first time ever, I shall not be recapping the session. The recap has gone to Blaine today. Last time on Vampire Endless Nights.
And
On
they
the
go
last
blasting
episode-
away.
On the last episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Last
Stampy Ball Z.
On the last episode of Dragon Ball Z, there were rats. Hate all of that.
Well, do we want to go chronologically or just the most recent thing? How much of a recap do we want?
There was a slight glitch with the video of the 0.5, so if you want to give a brief of the 0.5, you can. Otherwise, straight to last session. Your choice.
So we started out last session with a disturbance in the graveyard. Turned out to be an old acquaintance of Thomas's. They completely forgot about everybody else around them while talking about their special interests for a minute. And then the introduction went pretty well. And then Lenore let us know she did not register with the prince when she came. So she had to go talk to Bellona to get in touch with Tasha to get in touch with the prince. We had a super fun training session. A little bit of a stare off. Some hand-to-hand combat for the majority of the party. And we did tours. What else did we do? Pretty much after that, we went straight to the prince. We did not get Froyo. Disappointing. And then after our introduction with the prince, Amorette noticed some sketchy stuff, which I had to report to the sheriff. And now we have no weapons, and some creepy noises are happening, and we're in the sewers. Hooray.
Hooray! Hurrah!
You're not in the sewers yet. You're in the utility tunnels.
It's still gross.
Uh-huh.
So, last session. Amorette managed to spot someone who looked very suspiciously like Olaf One-Eye, who is a Nosferatu who does not get along with the other Nosferatu in the city. He doesn't live in the Warrens. And he was holding a golden scepter from one of the museum exhibits. They then took off running, and after you reported to the sheriff asked you to follow them while they would do their best to guide you on the walkies and the cameras. You guys hit the staircase, you went flying down the staircases, following what you can, following every lead you can until you found a hatch in one of the utility spaces. Following it down the tunnel, you managed to come out in one of the lower levels of the utility tunnels. And in the dark of the tunnel, in the sound of dripping pipes, there was the sounds of scratching and chewing and squeaking. And around you, dozens of red eyes and lit up in the light of your torch. What do you do?
That's a good question.
Please do not tell me that we need to go down there.
As you speak,
Oh, great.
the squeaking stops.
I
And you
despise
feel
that.
You feel the pressure of easily more than 24 tiny eyes on you. For our viewers watching, Oliver is not with our motley crew. They are all on their lonesome, unarmed, and being sent down to track the Nosferatu who went down this tunnel.
Depending on how many rats there are, if they all pile together, they might actually have more mass than Amorette. There might be more rat to Amorette ratio right now.
You can very strongly suspect that there is a higher rat to Amorette ratio right now. There is possibly a higher Amorette, Bellona, Blaine, and Lenore rat to ratio right now.
Is there anything... Shit. No, let's not do that. I don't like it.
I don't know what the fuck. Do Maybe we just start walking.
Is it too late to slowly back away? Is there anything I can use, kind of like a baseball bat? Like...
Not really. You're kind of just in a utility tunnel.
Uh-huh. So it's completely
Well, look
empty.
around. Give me a perception check.
I'm also gonna look around for the first time intentionally.
Just perception, right? No
Yeah.
alertness or anything.
Alertness. Perception alertness. If Amorette wants, she can use awareness.
Don't say it like that.
Like what?
Nothing.
Why would I use awareness to look for scissors?
What?
Fuck
What's
it, I'm
the-
using awareness to look for
That's
scissors.
a 10, 9, and an 8, but I do have a 1, so 2 success.
There is a very old, rusted-looking toolbox that you see under one of the wall pipes. It's been left here who knows how long ago. It is rusty, it's dirty, but there is a little toolbox.
I'm going to open it and see if I can find something to use as a hand bat.
Well, there's a hammer, there's a fairly big wrench, there's a couple of screwdrivers.
Which one looks bigger? The hammer or the wrench?
The wrench.
I'll take the wrench. This very graceful, beautiful lady is now wielding a rusty wrench. Love it.
That's it.
You also managed to... Wait, awareness or alertness?
I used a-
Awareness.
So, awareness. There is something drawing your attention to the left branch of the tunnel. You can also... You feel the presence of the rats in the tunnel with you. There are easily more than 30 or 40 sensations of these creatures in the tunnel. And there is a stillness to them that is unusual for an animal.
Kind of like the snake?
No, not like the snake. The
Yeah,
sassy
that's
snake.
I'm just gonna pause and just pull out weird feeling to the left. Path. Haunted. Path is haunted.
The path is haunted.
It's the best way to
Haunted
describe
and rat.
Good to know.
The rats might also be haunted, but I have yet to determine that.
No, we can safely
The
assume that they're
rats.
haunted. Normal rats don't act like that, I'm pretty sure.
Did Lenore say something?
Just haunted rats. Should we go down the haunted tunnel, or should we try another way?
I don't know.
The scratching starts again.
Jack, does Bellona show the, toolbox to other people?
She's doing it right in front of everyone. I'm pretty sure everyone will see her dragging the stupid thing open and getting a wrench.
Okay. I'm gonna grab a screwdriver. It's a stabby tool. I could be.
Okay. What's left in the toolbox?
What's left? Just take the entire toolbox itself. Just. I will rattle you to death. Just-
There's the hammer, right? And I think there was a second screwdriver.
There was a
Sandy's gonna be
wrench.
so pissed. This is gonna be so messy.
We're all just grabbing tools and just lamenting the fact that this is gonna have to happen.
Well,
That's what I do.
what else is in the toolbox though?
couple of rusty screws, nails, odds and ends, a bit of wire. A phalange. There is a phalange.
What the heck is a phalange?
I don't know, something to plug up holes.
Let me Google that.
Can we
Right.
plug up rats with that? Like, can we shove them back where they came from? Wherever they fucking came
Phalange.
from? Phalange for me means, you know...
It's used to connect pipes to each other, to connect valves and fittings. So it's like a little metal ring that big that's used to connect pipes. Today you learn.
Did you say there was like wire or something in there?
Yeah, there's a few scraps of wire.
Oh, just a few scraps. Oh. Well, I'll take it, I guess.
I'll take it. Everyone's just reaching in, taking things out of this rusty toolbox.
And we're all doing it just like,
No, this'll do. It's not my first choice.
And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. A rat falls on top of Lenore.
Oh no!
It falls on your shoulder right here. And it starts scrambling to try and bite you. What do you do?
Immediately just try to like grab it and like hold it away from her. Herself, just like if I put it down, it's I feel like it's gonna continue, but I don't know what to do with it.
Can I sink my nails into it?
Thomas!
You absolutely can.
I reach over, Bellona reaches over and she just goes, like, almost like, I don't know, have you seen a snake strike? Just go, and then her nails just sink into its back.
It shrieks for a second and then it kind of goes still. And you're holding a dead rat and Bellona has rat blood on her nails.
Lenore just lets go.
It ruins my nail polish. Can I see if this is something different about this
Bellona?
snake, this rat?
Bellona, a rat just fell on you.
I sink my nails into it too. I just... With my other friend, so now that both hands are now bloody and the nails now match. Do the rats look...
Lenore, another one's just dropped on you.
God damn it.
Maybe we should... Is it gonna keep raining?
Can I look up, please? I would like to look up at the rats.
The ceiling above you is made of pipes and thick cables and light fixtures, and you can see that they have been scrambling up those and they are now standing on top. And when you look up, you see these faces looking down at you. The biggest ones have climbed to the very top above you, and they're starting to inch forward, and that's why they're starting to fall on you. They are right above you. They're not falling to the side, they are not waiting. They are getting to a point where they're on top of you and then dropping.
I step
haunted hallway?
back.
To hallway.
Okay,
hallway.
let's do that.
Okay,
Going towards the
so-
haunted hallway.
The haunted hallway, as you are putting it, is over here. The staircase you came down is here. You hit the hallway. The rats are all over here and they are starting to come forward. And this is the direction that you sensed the thing from. But there are also a couple of rats. Not as many. They seem to be coming there and moving that way and trying to block the doorway. In a few seconds, they're going to block your entrance to that side. So you better
I'm gonna
decide
go
fast.
faster. Celerity, going. I've
I-
made my Amorette's gone. Sorry.
I have a question.
Okay, I'll pause.
Uh,
Amorette, use a blood. Spend a blood.
I did.
Okay.
I
I
did.
can't see it. I don't have the details for it. But you know my one word thing. Does that only work on humanoids?
Dominate generally only works on people who are sentient.
Mm-hmm.
That means if there's a sentience behind this rats, they might listen. But it is going to be a bigger difficulty, and your control is also dependent on numbers.
And there's a whole lot of them. Mm-hmm. Sure, great. Love that for us. I'm gonna motherfucking
Blaine?
try anyway.
Something's tugging on your ankle.
What?
Oh,
There are 3 rats currently trying to claw their way up your leg, and one's trying to climb up your trousers to start scratching and biting.
Gross. I'm gonna try to scoop and throw them at the nearest concrete surface, or whatever
Okay.
hard surface.
You can do that. Just roll me 1 single dice and tell me what you get.
Oh no. I don't like that. 7?
One of the rats manages to sink their teeth into your ankle as you throw it away. This rat bites you, and as you're pulling it, it pulls open a part of your leg. You can take 1. Let's make it 1 bashing, because it's not big enough to be a lethal. Amorette has disappeared down the corridor to the left. The rats are starting to swarm, and it's starting to look like a carpet. You see these grey and black bodies. You can smell them. And they have this foul odor attached to them, the sense of dirt and mildew. Their bodies are dark and greasy. And what you notice is in between the rats, there are big ones. In between the ones that you expect to see a sewer rat is about that big. There are rats the size of large cats. And there's 1 or 2 that you see mixed in the crowd that almost looks like the size of a small dog. And these things are getting closer, and they're starting to swarm. So 1 or 2 of them are starting to, even when they get bumped, biting other rats, and the smell of blood is filling the air, and they are starting to swarm the corridor where you are. Amorette is gone. What are you guys doing?
I'm going to get in front of them, or try to get in front of them, as much as I can. Bellona's gonna... This is gonna be so funny if this doesn't work. Put out her hand in front of them, sort of like this, and be... Retreat. Whether or not that works, I have no idea.
Do me the roll.
What am I rolling?
You are rolling for Dominate level 1, I believe you're using.
Yeah, so that's just the 1 dice, right?
Let me just check what your roll is for that. There should be a fixed roll. No, not donate, dominate.
And then suddenly they rats all look like they have fresh blood. I don't know.
Okay, dominate. Oh, no, I did not bring that book from the other room.
Is it just like the 1 point in dominate that I roll?
Yeah, it is the 1 point ability.
Okay.
You roll manipulation plus intimidation. Your difficulty is the target's permanent willpower, which I will tell you in a second.
Manipulation and dominate.
Manipulation plus intimidation.
Manipulation plus intimidation. Okay.
Okay.
That's
And
110 and 17. I don't know what the difficulty was.
The difficulty is 5, so you might have more successes.
Okay, so 2 successes.
So the one, the really big one that looks like a dog-sized, and one of the bigger ones that looks like cat-sized, both stop, shriek, and start turning around and running. They are climbing over bodies, and the rats are climbing over each other, but the majority of the little ones are still coming towards you. Some of them have seemed to stop and broken off and are moving off into the shadows and the darkness, but you still have at least 24 of them clawing to get to you, and the ones on the ceiling are starting to fall.
Well, any little helps, and then starts going
Lenore?
after in the direction Amorette goes in.
Lenore and Bellona. 2 rats fall on Lenore, 1 rat falls on Bellona. And they are trying to claw at your neck and your face.
I break its spine.
Again, just swats them off for Lenore.
Jack, roll me 1 dice. Lenore, roll me 2 dice. Jack, I need to know if you roll more than 6. Lenore, I need to know if you roll more than 9 and then more than 4.
I got an 8 and a 6.
So one of them you manage to catch and throw away, but as you're throwing it away, the other one bites into your shoulder, the soft part right above your armpit, and it is hanging on as you're swinging to throw the other one.
Just the one dice?
Yeah, you need to just roll me 1.
Okay, what's a 10?
Oh, then you're fine. You literally, as it's falling, you kind of look up and you knife your hand and it lands on your nails and you flick and send it flying into the wall. Lenore is going to take 1 bashing damage. With celerity, Amorette is busy rushing past rats who are heading down the corridor. Further up, you can see something about 30 meters in front of you down the corridor. You can't hear your friends anymore. You're moving too fast to hear your friends. They did not follow you.
That is something she was not anticipating. She stops. I would be more of a hindrance. And she's gonna try to catch up with the thing.
I would like to take Lenore's hand, Thomas's hand, and yeet after Amorette.
Okay.
You guys okay with that? Are you gonna resist?
I'm good.
She's just gonna be like, one hand, Lenore, one hand, Thomas. Darlings, we should leave. And then yeets off Amorette.
I'll use a point of
Which is hilarious
blood
because she's
for
not strong.
celerity.
If you use celerity, you're gonna outpace the two of them very fast.
Whee.
As you guys tiptoe past the rats, as you tiptoe/run steps, tap dance, however you want to see it in your head. You literally, it's such a carpet of rats. You stand on them, you slip slightly, you hear them shriek, you hear them scream. They are biting at your shoes, biting at your ankles, tearing at your dress as it goes by. You feel them trying to climb up your clothes, and you smell blood. Some of them are attacking and shrieking and eating each other. And you manage to rush ahead of them, and a couple of them do start following after you, but the majority of them are now in the chaos of attacking each other. One small group around one of the third, there were 2 cat-sized and 1 big dog-sized. The last cat-sized one, the group around it seems to be maintaining calm, and they're the ones who are trying to follow you.
Do we see Amorette anywhere?
Not yet. You can hear footsteps further ahead of you, very faintly, though.
I'm just gonna full on ahead until I can see the figure of Amorette.
Okay. Thomas, using celerity, catches up to Amorette in 2 turns. The others catch up to Amorette in 4 turns. Amorette, you will, if you're using celerity, you can catch up to the person you're following in, I'll tell you how many turns now. Let me just check one thing on the stats. Yeah, that's what I thought. You'll catch up to him in 2 turns. So when Thomas catches up to you, you will have caught up to him.
I like the visual that, like, Bellona started off with 2 hands, and then Thomas started outpacing them, and she was like, oh, okay then. And, like, just like, go forth. Takes out, like, her rusty wrench, and if any rats sort of come at her or Lenore, it just starts whacking at them like whack-a-moles.
Okay, Tom,
Oh no.
roll me 3 dice.
What happened?
Hold on, you cut out?
Yeah, you
You
froze.
just come back. What?
Thomas has run ahead. Bellona and Lenore, each of you, I need you to roll me 3 dice and tell me what numbers you roll.
Great.
To make things faster, I'm just doing contested rolls.
I got 7, 3, and 8.
3,
Okay.
6, and a 4.
Ooh.
Yep.
Bellona's going to take 2 bashing. Lenore, you take another bashing damage. Bellona, you have been cutting and slashing at these rats as they try and get to you, but with the trails of your dress, two of them manage to grab onto your dress and they scurry up. The one literally comes up the back of your shoulders to your neck and starts ripping at your throat, trying to bite into you.
Ah, I do
You
have
do
that.
manage.
I do have that beautiful piece of skin back there.
Piece of skin.
My dress is open in the back.
Oh, I forgot about that. So then it wouldn't even go all the way to your neck. As soon as they get to your back, they start clawing and scratching and biting, and you've got them clinging on your back trying to bite into you. Lenore, you don't have the same problem with the skirts, but as you're running, you're used to dealing with animals a lot more commonly and a lot more gently. So unlike the others who are going straight for vicious attacks and vicious shots, you have a hesitance. And with that hesitance, as one jumps up at you, it's literally runs ahead of you, turns and jumps to get to you. You try and grab it, and it bites into your hand.
Oh.
Oof.
Okay, I'm fine. We gotta go.
I agree. They ruined my dress.
Vex, as you're running closer, Amorette sees that it is this haunched figure. And this haunched figure is scurrying forward, still gripping the scepter. And they look over their shoulders, see you, and they try and put on a burst of speeds, but it's no match for your celerity. The next round, you are going to catch up to whoever it is. Thomas will be catching up at the same time, because you now see Amorette, you can see her back, and just past her, you see a figure that she's chasing in the dark. Bellona and Lenore, contested roles.
Okay. Again, 3, I'm assuming?
Both of you 2.
Oh, okay.
But one of you is going to have a slightly higher difficulty. It is going to be Bellona.
That's 1-9.
Okay. Do you do
8
anything
and
to get
4.
the ones on your back off?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yank it off and throw it at a wall.
Okay.
Gracefully.
Lenore?
Pew!
8 and 4.
Okay, 8 and 4. Another one tries to jump at you again. One tries to get up your leg, but it bites into the boot of your ankle, and you manage to kick it away. The one that's jumping at you, you literally just kind of dodge, and it goes flying past you. Bellona, the one that tried to follow its friends up the skirts of your dress, it fails. It can't get a good grip. You can feel it tug, but the fabric tears, it goes flying off. But the problem that you find is that the last one is that big one, and it doesn't squeak. It doesn't scream. It doesn't hesitate. It runs past your skirts and it grabs at your leg, scurries up to just behind your knee, and sinks its teeth and claws in, and it holds and starts ripping. You're going to take a lethal damage for this one.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Alright, a moment, Lenore, and then I'm gonna take my wrench and start slamming it in its head.
Okay, what does Amorette do? She catches up first.
Presence is what Amorette does.
Which ability?
Awe. You're saying awe. Just trying to get this guy to not. So if I'm not mistaken, that's charisma and perform.
It is charisma and perform.
Perfect. Okay. So that is 4 successes.
Okay. For a standard difficulty of 7.
Standard difficulty.
Okay, so you may have a slight issue with that. I'm just double checking.
That is fine.
Sorry, I wrote these stats down and they're all hidden away. Where the
You're good.
heck is willpower? Oh. Okay, standard difficulty 9.
So I got 1 success then.
Okay, so you activate awe. How do you activate it? What about you is going to draw that attention? It is a mystical ability. What do you do as a character to trigger it, though?
So as Amorette is catching up to this figure, she reaches out and she takes a second, and there's a shift in her voice. And as her voice shifts, it becomes gentler, it becomes softer, it becomes desperate. As she reaches out to this person, she's like, "Wait, please, just for a second."
The figure in front of you almost looks like it is tripping. There's a stutter in their step. And then they do stop, and they slow to a stop and turn and look at you. You have their full attention, but normally when you have a look of awe, it is this absolutely remarkable, awestruck experience in their eyes. They look at you with almost a sense of wonder. This person, you have their full attention. Everything about them you've caught them in your gaze and in your presence. But that look is a look of hate. It doesn't feel like it's a personal hate, but you being there, being in your presence, there is a sense of hate. And you are looking at Olaf One Eye. I've posted a picture of Olaf in our vampire thread in Hypermeister's Discord. Olaf is a Nosferatu, and he looks like once he was beautiful. His facial structures have sharp cheekbones, a perfect nose, soft lips, but his skin is puckered with burns and scarring. Thick scars decorate his flesh. He looks almost emaciated in places. You can see the edges of his collarbones, but he has these ice blue eyes that strike at you as he looks at you. He has a few strands of blonde hair left, the rest are gone, and his ears look completely shredded.
Thank you. People are going to come after you. I want to keep you safe. Why are you taking this? Please. I don't want anything to happen to you.
Before he responds,
Utterly genuine.
Okay. Before he responds, Thomas arrives at the same time. Thomas?
Let me just make my... Okay, we're good. Never mind. I'm not staring. I'm just gonna take a second and breathe. See what's going on.
Hey, are you gonna do anything? Or?
No, I think he's good for now. He's caught up. Nothing's happening that he's aware of. Not gonna jump the gun unarmed.
So you do hear the sounds of the fight behind you getting softer. What you are finding for Lenore and Bellona is that you are managing to knock away a lot of the rats, but that big one, you knocked him with that spanner, you sent him flying. It bounced against the wall and it gets up like you gave it a soft tap.
This motherfucker.
But when it looks at you and it's about to take a step towards you, and then it stops and swings. They all, as one, swing their eyes forward to where the others are. Olaf is looking at you, and he kind of shakes his head a little bit. And the hatred you saw in his eyes is still there, but it seems like it's no longer directed at you. And he kind of stops looking. He's like, "For what dost thou stop me? Naught have I done unto you.
Unfortunate circumstance. If you stole that from the museum, people are looking for it. People are looking for you. They're going to come after you, and I don't want anything bad to happen to you.
Bad things. Matters not. Naught matters. Leave this one child. Go. Go from here. As I shall too. And
They're not gonna stop
he
looking.
turns to start running off again.
Amorette's gonna try to reach out for him. And it's gonna try to just
Roll me Dex Brawl.
Sure. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. What difficulty are we at?
7.
Okay, cool. So that's 2 successes. It's not terrible.
You reach out and you manage to snag him. And when you grab at his wrist, you actually feel the burns under your hands and the scarring is solid. His skin feels thick and coarse. Even as tiny as Amorette's hands are, you feel like your hand can fit around this wrist. But the second you touch him, there is a tenseness. And he twists and grabs your wrist and lifts. Basically, he twists around, lifts your wrist, and does that to stop you touching him. Sorry.
That's right. I'm
And
sorry.
once you show that you're letting go, he'll let go of you as well. And he says, see me not, and leave. This is all I say unto thee.
I can't. I want to, but I can't. I physically can't.
And he turns to leave again.
Oh no.
She's gonna keep after him.
Dex grapple.
She's not trying to touch him. I want to be very clear. She's trying to get in front of him and just trying to do the no. Now I'm here. Now I'm over here. No.
Okay, so now I need you to roll Dex grapple again because now he's going to try and grab you.
Oh no.
Okay. Do I get anything for this from celerity, by the way?
You get to try twice.
Okay.
Does Amorette and Thomas both have celerity?
Yes.
You get to try twice. You need to get more than 5 successes.
Ooh. Oh. Is it just celerity?
I got 3 successes.
He grabs you again as you're trying to block him. And Amorette is a dancer. Thomas fights in a very flowing style, and the time that you've interacted with him, you've gotten used to the way that Thomas moves. Thomas can see visually that flow of movement, that dancing in a fight. This man is precision in his steps, but you still feel like you're in a dance. He reaches over and he grabs you on the upper arm, pulls his hand down yours to stop you from moving, twists and spins you, and he puts his hands in the middle of your chest and he gives you a small tap. But that tap is enough to send you back, flying back the 4 or 5 feet into Thomas's arms. Once more, and the child will find harm in my hand. Speak not, and I shall speak not of you.
Can I just ask why? Why these things?
For the simple trinket of wealth and survival that is lost to me now. And he turns and he starts leaving. So enough has happened that the two of you can catch up. The rats are not impeding you anymore. As soon as he spoke, the rats stopped fighting with you and stopped trying to attack you. They've moved to the side and they're actually rushing past anyone standing still to follow behind him.
Do they look like they're attacking him?
Nope. It looks like a dog chasing its master, and the little rats look like they're following the big one.
I should have eaten that big one when I had the chance.
You can't, remember?
Amorette, takes a second and, goes to start stepping forward and, takes one step forward, but stops. Knowing there's a limit there, and that if anything were to go forward, it would just be worse. And she just watches them go.
Does Tomaseo do anything? He literally just responded with, for the trinkets of wealth and survival.
Well, I'm gonna run it down.
We're not going to adopt any more vampires, are we?
You cut out, Jack.
We're not going to adopt any more vampires, are we?
Olaf is not known for being friendly. It's actually very well known where his haven is. His haven isn't well hidden. It's not like he's hidden away. He just chooses not to live in the Warrens. All of you know where he is, except for Lenore, because she's new to the city. All of you know where Olaf is. Everybody knows Olaf's territory. There's kind of a question of whether it's a domain or just a territory that nobody else wants.
Wealth, trinkets, and shelter. Love that.
And simple survival.
Mm-hmm.
I love that pin.
Amorette's gonna look back towards Thomas. Do you think she'll understand that there might be something bigger at play here?
No, I don't.
Unfortunate.
But that was not a fight that either of us was gonna win.
No.
So maybe with some more friends, maybe maybe we could talk to Bjorn. I don't know. Whenever he gets back. That was very uncomfortable for me. I don't like junk fighting with Sprocket, whatever it was, in his hand. I would like to leave now and go explain what we found and why we couldn't continue. And I want to go home. I want to go home.
Oh.
It was not. I did not like any of what just happened. Did my due diligence. I'm not in charge over there.
Is there a particular reason why we're watching him run away with the thing we were told to retrieve?
I don't think, and Thomas doesn't either, that we would have won that fight.
That's fair.
And it's not a fight I want to have. People describe him as very unfriendly, but he was helpful. He was gentle. He went out of his way, very much so out of his way, to not hurt me.
Generally, generally people are not all that they seem.
Hopefully this can be solved some other way. Let's get out of here.
While all of you are backtracking then, is there anyone who wants to say anything else?
The fucker ruined my dress.
While all of you are backtracking, Oliver.
Yo!
So the Archon asked you to meet him, and he spoke with you very briefly. It's why you didn't go with the rest of the museum tonight, is you received a message to meet with him.
Okay.
He is following up a lead in another city, but he has found evidence that there might be a haven in the east side of the river.
Okay.
It is an old building, so it is near one of the more dodgy abandoned docks where you find a lot of drug deals happen, a lot of violence happens, prostitution happens around those streets. There is an old shack. It's attached to the underside of one of the bridges. It used to be a bridge control point for monitoring the ships going past on the river back in the day, but it's not used for that anymore.
Yeah.
Word is that a couple of his hounds managed to track the vampire to this general area. This is a place that they know he might be. Vampires don't come to this area very often because Olaf is not friendly to anyone who walks into his territory. And this is in Olaf One Eye's territory.
Okay. I am gonna go into the building, kind of like knock on the door.
You're not there yet. This is the
Oh, okay.
information you got from him. He kind of met you in a parking lot and he laid out what's been happening, that the killing seems to have moved to a nearby city, but they need to track who this is. They don't know what it is, they don't know who it is, they just know it's a singular individual. And he's
Okay.
asking you to go and investigate for him because he needs to follow another lead.
All right, can do, but you owe me for this.
Of course. A minor boon?
Minor boon.
And he shakes your hand. And he actually gives you a small piece of paper, and on that piece of paper there's a seal stamped. And there's a drop of his blood.
All right.
Any Archon will recognize my mark, and the minor boon shall be honored by any Archon that serves the Camarilla.
Okay.
Good luck.
Let's go. Well, that shouldn't be too hard. It's not like you're sending me off a suicide mission, are ya?
Not that we know of, but we never know what might happen. You seem strong enough to survive, though, and if not, you have those you can call on.
Fuck you? I didn't actually say that. I was just like,
You said it. You said it, and he chuckled at you. He just chuckled at you, and he's like, "If only there were the time."
Married.
I am married. I am goddamn married. Thank you very much.
Well, if you ever change your mind, you could
Not-
always call a boon.
That is not a boon that I would call for. I am okay. I don't respectfully. You are an attractive person, but respectfully.
Peace.
No, thank you.
Peace. I just jest. It's just a joke.
Somebody clip that.
And he nods at you and he heads off to a car he has nearby. And he stops for a second. He's like, "Do you need transportation?"
I'll be fine.
Someone trying to get in your pants.
And he looks at you for a second and he looks at one of his people and he gestures his head. And they hop off and they walk to you there and they're like, they take off the helmet. They were on a bike. They take off the helmet and they're like, "Can you ride?"
Yeah, I can ride, but bro, you don't
And
need
he
to give
hands-
me your.
He hands you the keys and the helmet and he goes and hops on the back of one of the other bikes. And the
Oh.
Archon and his hounds head off.
Oh, okay, all right. Thank you. I guess. All right, I'm gonna turn on the ignition and just get on going.
Why is Ollie on a motorbike just so fitting?
Cause I'm a Bruja, baby. I'm a punk.
I'm a brewer. Just once, I want someone to be like, "I'm a brewer," and have someone Spanish in the background go, "You're a witch." Okay,
All right.
where are you heading?
I am off to where they were telling me. I'm off to the shack.
let's jump back to the group. And what are you guys doing?
We're going up to report then.
Yeah, we gotta go tell the sheriff that Olaf retreated to his domain haven, whatever.
Olaf. Are
He
you
told
sure?
us last time.
Oh, you did say it was Olaf. So she just kind of sighs and she's like, I don't suppose you are all free for the evening.
Bellona actually looks pained at that one question.
Two of them are pretty banged up. I definitely need my weapons back if we're going back in there.
She's like, you guys meet her at the entrance. There's no sign of the prince. She was waiting for you. She left the security room to come meet you at the entrance once she saw you at the cameras. So she gestures at her people and they start bringing your weapons back and handing you back your weapons. Two of them kind of look at Bellona and Lenore at the little scratches and bites and are like, really? That's enough to stop you?
Bellona's gonna lift her skirt to the back of her leg where the rat was like, like, I'd rather not like having my pretty skin marked up like this.
You will heal by tomorrow.
I still don't like having my skin marked up like this.
Well, why don't you just use blood to heal it?
Can we, at least, if we have to do this, not go straight there? Please.
Look, I'm only asking a favor. We are a little overextended at the moment.
I know.
And I
but
need
just
to know why Olaf came into the museum and why he took this. If you can't, I understand. It would just help if you could.
He did say something about the reason. I asked him why. He said for wealth, trinkets, and simple survival.
Look, Olaf has a problem. I'm actually kind of he feeds on a lot of junkies. But I just need to know why and who got him to get in here. He wouldn't have broken in here by himself.
there seems to be like a sigh of relief, like breathed out from Amorette as she is not immediately going to like, Olaf, it is Olaf, we must like hunt and everything. Amorette's like,
The sheriff is actually fairly reasonable. A lot of the time she doesn't go straight to, oh, they have broken a law, final death. She does prefer investigation. She does, Jack, there's healing rules in the chat. She does prefer investigation. She does prefer being reasonable. She sees vampires as, they all have their faults as well.
I can't.
So she's... Okay, stamina plus survival, difficulty 8, you have to spend a blood point.
Yeah, I can't look at that because if I look at that, it will mess up the entire layout.
No, it's fine. I'm reading it for you. Stamina plus survival, difficulty 8.
Okay, I have that.
So spend a blood point and roll stamina plus survival. You can heal 1 lethal damage if you succeed.
What's the difficulty level?
8.
Oh, yeah, that's 2 successes.
Okay, I'm only giving you 1 success because normally you have to be still and resting, and you guys are still doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you've managed to heal 1 lethal. Lenore, you can do the same roll for bashing. Bashing is easier to heal, so just tell me your successes and you'll heal that many bashing points.
And what things am I combining for the
Stamina plus survival. Difficulty 8.
four, 8, and a 10?
Okay. The 8 and the 10 will mean you heal 2 bashing damage. Do you want to roll as well, Blaine? I think you also got a bashing.
No, I'm good.
Okay. If you-
I did the celerity twice. I'm not trying to use it all at once.
Okay. It would help me, but if you can't, if you are at your limits, I understand.
I can almost hear Oliver in the back of my head just going, "But you owe us." But Bellona's not the type. Bellona's
Okay,
gonna look at everyone else and be like, "I'm happy may not be the best word for it, but I will go with you if that is what you decide you want to do." While the blood is going all the way up her knees and fixing that lovely little bite mark that Olaf has left her.
I heal. Why not? At this point, 2 successes.
Okay. So that'll heal 2 bashing damage.
I don't. I feel like he probably shouldn't have all these things. I also really don't like rats, but
Rats.
I don't know. Let's take a look. Do we want to go back in?
Not tonight.
Oh, Amorette.
Didn't even get bit. She's fucking fine.
Bellona's just gonna be like, "Well, I feel like that's our answer."
I'll follow up on it. I have a Nosferatu friend who might be able to.
Olaf
Find
doesn't
out
deal with
some more.
other Nosferatu. He doesn't talk to them. You know that. He keeps to his own. If you can't, I understand. Tomorrow might be too late, but I'll have to deal with it however I can.
Apologies.
Well, you are free to make your choices.
And suffer the consequences for them. But I do believe in taking care of ours first.
No, if tomorrow's gonna be too.
Feel the guilt.
Too late. Bellona's
She
already
does.
like shooing everyone out the door.
She does. Good luck.
Try.
You're meeting Amorette's stubborn side now.
Oh, come
Congratulations.
on. Amorette was the one who said she wanted to go home.
Yeah, but if you try to move her, good luck.
Your weapons get handed back to you, your items get handed back to you, and she's just like, look, if you can't, you can't. I'll have to find some way to, I don't know, I'll make a plan. Excuse me, I'm gonna have to see what how he got in and take care of it right now. And she looks very stressed as she walks off.
If I'm the only one who was dissenting, I take it back. You can make it work.
Are you saying it to her or to the group?
She is saying it out loud to whoever hears.
Let's say she's, by the time you speak, I just need to know how soon you speak. Like, is she in hearing range yet?
She's like, upon seeing the stress and have just been guilted because she was just guilted, it's almost immediately after.
She kind of turns and she looks at you, and she does look hopeful at that response, and she looks at the others to hear from them.
Like the haunted rats, but well,
I have a question. Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
Yes.
oh no.
I think I just want to know, does it look like she was intentionally trying to guilt us?
No.
Okay. Sorry, Vesper.
Oh, you're fine. That was it. Lenore's just like, I don't like the haunted rats, but well,
If you want, you can do a perception empathy roll. Yes, Jack. But yeah, you were saying? No?
but I'll stand behind whatever Amorette's decision is.
My decision. I hate this.
It's like, I don't know Olaf. I know you. I know I don't like the haunted rats, but I'm willing to have to do that again.
Oh, baby.
She's just gonna go walk behind Thomas and actively pretend she doesn't exist.
Oh.
She's fine. She just doesn't exist right now. It's chill.
Difficulty level 7. 3 successes.
No, she's sincere. She is sincere.
Well, suppose it doesn't hurt to give a helping hand every now and then.
Everyone's kind of looking just at Thomas, I'm guessing.
Yes, we're all looking at Thomas. All of us.
NPCs all turn towards Thomas, and
Yep.
everyone's just like,
What do we? You just want us to talk to him? What are we
Talk to
supposed
him.
to do?
Talk to him, follow him, look and investigate what you can. I just need to know who sent him in here and what he took.
Didn't we say what he took?
It's a golden scepter. It's from the Egyptian exhibit. But the fact that she's asking that is a bit weird.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure last session we actually told her what he took.
Mm-hmm. You did.
Sheriff?
No.
Yes.
It's a little odd that you should say that after we told you that he took, well, what he took.
Well, we're not sure that's all he took.
He didn't look like he was carrying anything else, did he?
Not in his hands.
That's fair. I see. Is there anything else missing in the museum?
We'll do a thorough sweep.
Well,
Your
pretty
average
sure-
museum has over 15 to 20,000 items in it.
Well, be so kind as to let us know, so we know what to look out for.
I'll see what I can do.
Appreciate it. Do we know where Olaf usually hides out?
You know where his haven is.
Yes, but we also know that he doesn't go there.
No, he
He doesn't go
does.
to the Warrens.
Oh, he doesn't
His
go to
haven
the...
isn't in the Warrens.
Okay.
He doesn't associate with the Nosferatu. He doesn't present with the Nosferatu. He doesn't talk to the Nosferatu. He doesn't live with them. He doesn't travel with them. He avoids the Nosferatu in the city. He avoids most vampires in the city.
Okay. Cool. That's interesting. I get that. I suppose we should go. Give this man a visit? Yes, I'm right.
Can we stop by home first? I didn't actually bring any weapons.
Yes, and I could do with a drink.
Okay. While you guys make your way home, back to Oliver.
All right. Let's do this.
So you make your way to the docks.
Hmm?
At the docks, there's one of these abandoned little bridge houses, and what you notice is that every bit of window is blacked out. Somebody has stuck paper and newspaper to cover every inch of windows. It is a standalone little building. It's not big. It looks like it's maybe 4 or 5 meters by 4 or 5 meters. It has cables coming out the top that lead to the bridge, but this place looks very disrepair. It looks like it's taken some beatings from weather. No signs of anyone having been here a while. There is an old rusted padlock on the front of it. But the windows are completely blacked out, and what you notice that's interesting is as you were driving to this area, this is one of the dodgier parts of town. There are prostitutes on the street corners of multiple genders and multiple ages. There are dealers in the alleys, and there are gangsters here and there. Around this block, nobody is there. Like, everyone seems to stop a block away from this building. There are gang tags on the walls. There are tags for one or two specific groups, but you don't see anyone.
Okay. I'm just gonna like park the motorcycle, take off the helmet, do a little look around, and just start walking towards the shack.
Okay. You do me a perception check, perception alertness.
Okay. Perception alertness. Ooh, 2 successes.
Okay. Like I said, no one is coming within this block. You do see 2 guys about a block away. They're standing on an opposite corner on the other side of the road, and they're checking you as you're getting off your bike, and they're checking you as you're heading towards this building. They're not coming closer.
Okay. I'm just gonna like nod to them just politely. Do they respond back?
One of them kind of looks at you and he tips his head back. They are Hispanic.
Okay. Alright. Get to the shack. I knock on the door.
No answer. The padlock is on the outside, but when you get close enough, you see that the padlock is broken. It's kind of just been latched back on.
Okay, alright. Take off the lock and just open the door.
Okay. So the door itself is badly weather beaten. It is dark inside. There is the smell of old blood. And you notice as you're going in, like, street lights are hit or miss in this area. Like, some of them are broken, some of them have been broken on purpose. Here and there's 1 or 2 sputtering out in the night air. It is cold from the river next to you. There is a chill, and even as you step in, you can feel the chill sinking into your clothes and into your skin. Even as a dead thing, you can feel the cold. That smell of blood is here, and inside there are gang tags on the walls. There is an old couch. There's even a dirty mattress in the corner. There's the sign of old junk food containers. But you don't see anyone.
Hello? Anybody here?
There's no response. There is a bundle in the corner, though.
There's a bundle in the corner?
There's a bundle of cloth in the corner.
I'm gonna walk over to the bundle, just kind of like nudge it with my foot. Does it move back?
It does not move back, but whatever it is feels pretty heavy.
I'm gonna regret this. All right, I'm going to pick up the bundle and just like remove the cloth.
When you remove the cloth, immediately a hand falls out. It is limp, it is pale, it is covered in tattoos.
Okay. All right. Does the tattoos look familiar?
One or two of them are matching the tags that you've been seeing in this area. It is a brown-skinned hand. It is actually very feminine.
Oh no.
That's not good. That's not good. Oliver is gonna look through the window. Does he see like the two people kind of like looking, still watching him and stuff?
You can't see through the window unless you peel off the newspaper. What you
Peel
notice
off.
when you get inside is that there are layers and layers of newspaper, and then there's black plastic bags stuck onto the newspaper. It's literally, as a vampire, you know what this is. This is to keep any sunlight from getting in here.
All right, deep dive investigation. Deep dive investigation.
Okay, roll. Intelligence investigation, go for it.
Ooh. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. 4 successes.
Noise. You start digging around and you pull back the cloth and you see that this is somebody who was bitten and drained pretty solidly. You don't know how long they've been dead, but it can't be more than a day or two. What you do notice, though, is that they are very pale. They were drained dry. Somebody just wiped them out. When you shift the body, though, you hear the boards creak and you notice that there is a corner of the boards that has almost like, it looks like a hole, and there's something underneath.
I didn't hear you. Can you repeat that?
As you looking and inspecting on the body, it is a woman's body. She's a gang member. She is Latino. She's got gang tattoos on her. She is even still got when you sift through the blankets, you even still find a gun, but the barrel of the gun is completely bent in. And when you shift her body to inspect and investigate around her, you see that under her, the floorboards creak as you shift her. The bottom of the floor is not solid, and there's a little handhold, a little gap in the wooden boards that something is underneath.
All right, rip off the handle.
You rip off the handle, you move her body, you lift it up. There is a small hole in the concrete, and it digs down into the ground. There is a small tunnel.
Okay. Gonna start digging through and see what I get.
Okay? You don't need to dig through. You're big enough the hole is big enough for you to go down. And as you go down, you see that there are handholds in the actual rock. Something has made holes in the rock, and there's a little metal handholds almost to go down.
Okay, keep going down.
Underneath, you get out, and there was a lower area to this building at one point that was sealed off, and somebody opened it up. There are no gang tags up here. You find another 3 bodies. All 3 are male. 2 of them have gang tats. One doesn't. One is actually just looks like a random guy. He looks like, you know, a kind of guy that could work in a call center or in, you know, work behind a counter at a restaurant like McDonald's. It's just an average looking dude. All three are drained dry. And stepping past them, you see on the walls plastered religious symbols. You see maps of DC. You see painting symbols on the wall, target marks. It's literally like somebody has been made a tally on one of the walls. You see pictures of your apartment building where you used to live with your wife. You see pictures of vampires. You see pictures of Tammy, who was killed a few nights ago. Somebody had been following her when she left the Warrens and took a picture of her as she exited the Warrens. You see pictures of vampires you don't recognize. You see two maps that have been put on a counter, a table that's been brought down here for nearby cities. And you see the remains of a bullet assembling machine.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else in the room, or is that just about it?
That's all you see. What you
Okay.
there is one more thing. There
Yep.
is a little pile of newspaper and cushioning, but it doesn't look like it's been used lately. Something
Okay.
like a sleeping bag would probably have been on top of it because there's signs of something pushing it all down and spreading it out, but that whatever there was there is gone.
Okay. All right. I am gonna get out of the place and find the nearest payphone.
You are going to be very hard pressed to find a working payphone in this area unless you go into like a 7-Eleven.
I'll go to a 7-Eleven.
There is a payphone, but those three guys are standing right next to it and they don't look like they are going to allow anyone to approach it.
Excuse me, guys. Can I use the payphone real quick?
No, the line's busy.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam. All right. I don't think you heard me. I said, let me use the phone, and I'm just gonna whap them in the face.
Okay, so roll me a dex brawl.
All right.
This is how we lose Ollie?
This is absolutely how we lose Ollie. Bye, Ollie. It was nice knowing you.
But I have a good dex brawl. Have some faith in me. Goddamn.
Yeah, have some faith in him. Goddamn.
We'll write his obituary later.
Mm-hmm.
Or I just roll like crap. That is one success.
We'll write his obituary later.
It was nice knowing you.
Oh god.
So, you plant your fist into the first one's face, and he goes down, and he goes down hard. Oh, did you add your successes for your potence? Oh, no, that's for strength.
I did not.
This is for that instant hit to make contact, but remember your potence applies because it is a fight.
That's another success, so 2.
Okay, that helps. So, the one you literally just plant your face in the middle, you hear a crack, and he falls backwards, hits his head against the wall, and looks dazed as he sinks down. He is out for the count. You nailed him. One of the others tries to swing at you, but you manage to step sideways, and he swings past you and goes stumbling past you. And the third one looks at you, and he pulls out a knife, and he starts slashing at you. He manages to hit you really hard. What's your fortitude? Roll fortitude for me and tell me your success. Your stamina, excuse me. Roll stamina and tell me your success. If you have fortitude, you may add it automatically as a success.
That is 0 successes.
Did you roll a 1?
No, I did not roll a 1. 3 and a 5.
Okay. So this guy stumbles forward and he slashes at you and he cuts you from the shoulder all the way across to just under your other armpit. Take 2 lethal damage.
2 lethal?
He's coming at you with a pretty big knife. And he's not trying to play with you.
Okay. Alright. Buddy,
Who the fuck you work for? Who the fuck sent you here? You wanna die? You're gonna die today.
Oh.
I work for all things that is dark and mysterious. I work for the bump in the night.
Well, you can take your La Chupacabra ass and you can fuck off out of here before I cut you again.
I'm gonna use clarity and just like speed up to him and just choke slam him to the ground.
Go for it.
Ooh.
Ollie badass, bro.
Ali badass, indeed.
Yes. Yeah, Ollie's on a mission right now. He is on a mission. That is one success.
It's a raid.
Yo!
It is a raid. Hello there, buddy. Welcome. We're getting slashed to pieces. You're just in time for the bloodshed.
So, what did you roll?
One success.
Okay, it's enough because obviously. Oh, did you do both for your celerity? Remember, you get to act twice because of celerity.
Oh, yeah.
And
2.
remember to spend your blood.
Okay, that's right.
So for the rest of the scene, you get to have 2 actions for every 1 action that everyone else gets.
Yep.
So let's combine them to make life easier. 3 successes. You manage to get to him. He's still holding the knife, but you grab him by the throat and do you slam him on the floor or against the building?
Right on the floor.
You slam him hard on the floor. His head hits hard behind. He looks a bit dazed and he tries to swing at you again, but he is dazed and he's going to struggle a little bit.
I'm gonna grab the knife, place it towards his throat, just kind of like bare my fangs just a little bit, and just say, run.
Are you using Dominate?
I don't have Dominate, so I'm just being very
Roll me-
scary right now.
Roll me Strength Intimidation. In fact, Presence Intimidation.
I don't have presence, so I'll just use my strength intimidation. 3, 4, 5.
Man, this boy is dominating without dominate.
Very easily. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes, yo.
He kind of looks at you and he hisses and he spits in your face. He's like, and he starts scrambling away from you. He's like, fucking chupacabra motherfuckers in the dark. Let me go. And he's trying to scramble backwards away from you.
Quick question, though. Do you know anything about the building?
He kind of like doesn't make eye contact.
See, now that tells me that you do know. So, you see, the neck is such a really fragile thing. One little small twitch and you're dead. You're basically dead. So how about this? You tell me what you know, and you stay alive. Does that sound good?
You want to know?
I want to know everything that you know.
And he kind of like looks at you for a second. Hold on, I need to just know how brave this guy is.
Oh, sure. Now the sun starts to show up.
He is not that brave. Are you sitting on top of him or are you crouching next to him?
I'm pretty much sitting on top of him with my hand on his throat. It's all casual, like just.
Well, fortunately, you are not crouched next to him because there is his eyes go about twice as wide, and there is a distinctly yellow puddle that starts spreading out around his lower region.
Oh no!
And he's like, you want to know about the other one, about the he took our boys, killed our boys, drove us off. That's all I know.
Good boy. Now, get the fuck out of here and tell your parents that you love them. Because honestly, I'm sensing that you do not love your parents right now.
He kind of looks at you, he's like, "Don't got nothing."
Oh, sweetheart. Okay, all right. Okay, look. Okay. just find a loved one. Just find a loved one for me.
He looks very confused at what you're saying. He doesn't quite know what to do with it. Roll me a alertness perception.
I swear to God, if I get conked in the head.
Roll me a alertness perception.
That's one success.
There's something swinging at the back of your head.
Love
Oh,
this
fuck!
so much.
Oh God! All right.
You can roll a dex to try and dodge, or you can take the hit.
I'm gonna dodge it. Okay. Okay. What I gotta roll?
Let's make it dex brawl.
Dex brawl. Okay, I can do Dex brawl. Oh wait, no. Okay, that's not too bad. 2 successes.
It's
Oh,
ooh. Oh no, that's not good. Okay,
Oh,
not a
fuck
botch.
me.
Not a botch. Not a botch. I'm okay. Not good for me. Not good for you. As he turns, somebody had picked up a glass bottle off the side of the road. It was the third guy who went flying past you and who had tried to punch you. And he was swinging it at his head. And Ollie, you get the sense of that motion of air pressure behind you as it's about to hit you. And you turn and look at the same time, and you see it out of the corner of your eye and push yourself back further. It swings past you and it actually hits this guy and knocks him unconscious with some glass shards sticking into the side of his head as the bottle shatters against him.
Flaherty grab his throat. All right, it's your turn. So, tell me, what do you know? What do you know? Otherwise, I'm gonna bite you, and it's not gonna be the kinky bite. It's gonna be the bad bite. Okay?
This guy starts fighting against you. He's like, "I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you. I'll fucking kill you." You can roll me another intimidation check. You need more than 2 successes.
Okay. All right.
But
Not scared of me, bitch. I'm the fucking chupacabra. What the fuck do you want me to do?
big god sucker.
4 successes.
Oh, no, it's okay. You got him. You got him. Like, he's like, "I'm not scared of you." And you look at him and you stand. And when you stand holding him still around his neck. And his feet never touch the ground as you do this one-handed. And this guy starts to literally vibrate. He's shaking so hard as he realizes he done fucking backed the wrong horse.
I could do this all day. You weigh nothing but like a cup of grapes, honestly. I could just like, here, watch this. 1, 2, 3. I can switch hands if I want to. Okay, we're gonna tell. All right, story time. Tell me now.
What do you want to know? What do you want to know?
Your friend was talking about some people in the shack. Do you know anything else about it?
He showed up a couple weeks ago, killed the guys who were inside, killed the bitch that was with them, came back, plucked a few who tried to stop him. We've been staying away, haven't seen them. We were sent here to watch by the boss. Haven't seen them in 2 or 3 days.
Who's your boss?
I can't tell you that. He'll kill me.
I'm just gonna pull him a little bit closer. Bring my fang up to his neck.
He is pissing himself with fear. Not literally. He is shaking. He is terrified. This guy is having a serious terror at what you are doing.
Tell me now, or you will become just like me.
Jonathan Garcia. Jono leads the gang.
All right, cool. All right, that's good to know. Good to know. Okay, one other question. What did Five Fingers say to the face?
What?
Slap! I just knock him unconscious.
God!
You knock him out cold. You lay him out, and he is gone, gone, gone. And you have the one lying against the wall, dazed. He's not really responding to anything. The world is a very colorful place right now, and that's all he knows. You got Mr. lying unconscious with shards of glass in his face. You have the guy you have just knocked out cold with the hand of God, and the payphone is now open.
All right, I'm gonna call home, see if anybody picks up.
Hey, Oliver, can we talk about your humanity score here for a second? Because I have several questions about
Hey.
where it is on the scale.
Hey, Oliver, would you like a therapy card? Of a box?
No, hey, none
Oliver
of
kinda
y'all are there.
lost.
None of y'all are there.
I know.
No, this is just
Oliver kind of lost it when he saw like the dead woman's hand.
O'Malley and Sons Funeral Home, how can I help you?
Hi, it's Oliver. How we doing?
Hey, Ollie. Where you been? I didn't see you before I was packing up tonight.
Not much. I was just doing a little bit of assignment. Question. Is everybody there?
No, they all went out.
Well, fuck me. Okay, all right. Well, just
Wait,
tell them
hold on.
that.
Hold on a second. There's a car parked outside. Let's pull it up. Hold on a second. Let me just have a look, darling. Oh, yeah, no, they are getting out. They don't look happy though.
All right, could you get them on the phone for me real quick?
1 second. Window opens up. Thomas!
Oh my word.
Bellona! Tell Thomas Oliver's on the phone!
Why does my name always get yelled like that?
Would you move your ass? I got places to be. Hold on, sugar. They're coming soon. Would you hurry it up?
All right.
I love her so much.
You're lucky I like you.
Honey, you gotta like me. I'm fabulous. I like
You
me
are.
too.
You better.
If I was you, I'd want to be me too. Now here's the phone. Ollie's on the phone. And she holds it out the window.
Jesus Christo.
Can I take the phone? She's gonna take it if no one else is.
Well, what? You better take the phone. I'm not sitting here all day.
Take, take it. It's fine. I don't want
Oliver?
to talk on the phone. I hate this thing.
She's holding the phone like this again.
Because it is the phone from one of the main offices, it is literally on one of those spiral cords.
Yep,
that
it's
has
a
been stretched
landline.
out the window.
Yep.
It is a landline.
Oliver,
Hi, Bellona. How you doing?
I'm doing glances at everyone else. Wonderful. You? What have you been up to tonight?
Kicking ass, doing favors. What was the other vampire's name I'm doing this for again?
It's a very good question, and I need to go check my notes. What do we call the Archon? I think his name was Theo.
Theo? Just doing a little assignment for Theo. Found out some other vampires was kind of like stoking my place out and everything before I met you guys. And there's a little gang leader trying to like organize all this shit. His name's Johnny Garcia, and I'm gonna go kick his ass. You want to join with me?
Actually, I would love some stress relief tonight.
Cool. I'll give you the address real quick. I'll wait for you.
Takes out her feather coil from somewhere. We weren't questioned where.
Did you just sign us up for another fight tonight?
She turns around, looks at Amorette and be like, well, I'm definitely going. You're welcome to stay at home if you like.
You need to be in therapy so
I've
She's gonna head
had.
inside.
She's like, I've had a bad night, and a night on town with all of us sounds lovely right now.
The rats ate your dress. It wasn't that bad. And
They destroyed my dress, got my nails dirty, and we're not even going to talk about the state of my stilettos, Storyteller. It's fine.
How do you solve this problem? You make it worse.
How do I steal this? It's already ruined. I might as well make a night of it.
I can't argue that one.
Is there anything else? Do any of you want?
No.
Well, I will definitely be meeting you there. I don't know about the others. They seem a little wrung out.
Okay.
You tell Bellona where to go.
Yep.
Bellona, what a coincidence. It is also in Olaf's territory.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise.
What you gonna do?
And obviously, I'm gonna go. I can't drive. Thomas.
Yes.
I'm sure you overheard the entire conversation, dear. I was wondering if perhaps you could spare me someone just to drop me off.
You want me to order you a car?
Sorry?
Did you want me to order you a car?
I would love
Was
you
it-
to order me a car.
Okay. I'll make the call to the usual car service, the town cars.
Thank you.
Are y'all seriously gonna let Bellona go out alone in this
She-
to that dodgy ass neighborhood where there is a very angry situation going on?
There's gonna be more angry situation arriving soon, so it's
Can I just
fine.
say, she just assumed she was going alone. I just want to shove that out into the ether. Don't pin this on us yet.
Amorette went into the house. Like, obviously
She
she's
has no
going to.
knives on her.
No one said she was going. No one said they were going. So Bellona's just gonna get a car and go.
This is why Bellona needs therapy, because Bellona hasn't even asked.
Didn't she? I thought she looked at
No.
everyone and asked what you were all going to go do. No? Oh, okay. That was just my brain farting. Then I apologize. If you would allow me to retcon, she definitely asks.
I will allow the retcon.
Okay. Seems like this is happening, and I totally thought of to ask you. Anyone else want to go out on a night on town?
I'm gonna get the shotgun first. That sounds like a good idea. And not have a good time. And if we're going back out, I am gonna be good and goddamn ready.
I have my
I
dagger
will grab
back.
my rifle.
You have a you use guns?
Thomas taught me how.
Thomas told you how. Oh.
I was not very good at defending myself. I usually just kind of stayed to the shadows. But now, I am a very good shot.
That is impressive. How do you deal with the
Well, Thomas just... I square myself, I take a deep breath, and Thomas always reminds me, don't blink. Don't blink.
blink? That's all very great advice.
And I think my broad shoulders just kind of take the recoil. I'm not sure how I don't fall over.
They're wonderful
just
shoulders.
Thank
From a
Taken.
mechanic perspective, you do need certain strengths for certain guns. The gun that Lenore has just needs a strength of 2.
I do have a strength too.
What is my strength? Oh, I have that. Okay, cool. Well, perhaps one day, you and I and Thomas could try shooting at things someday.
Nice. Having a nice good.
Did you put the phone down, or is Oliver listening to the flirting?
Bellona, she's still holding it until she hears the dial tone. She's still just holding it. Like,
Oliver's
Oliver,
just
you're on speaker.
No,
Like,
he's just
alright.
like, did just offer to make plans.
Just are you coming or not? Because we got shit to
Yes,
do.
we're going.
All right,
We're on
good to
our way.
know.
I'm going.
We just need to stock up on some weapons. We'll be there with our toys. Don't you worry.
Okay.
Also, Bellona wasn't flirting. That's just how she talks.
Uh-huh. You flirt with everybody.
Yeah, that's Bellona. Never mind.
God, I look like that American Republican turtle dude.
What? The American Turtle Republic dude? What?
Yeah, that asshole. But anyway, is everyone okay? We had 2 hours. Does anyone need a break?
I'm good.
Yes.
Can we take a quick break so people can run to the bathroom?
Yes. I think what we do is take a quick break. It has been 2 hours, and this is usually where we take our break anyway. If you are in chat and you need to take a break, take a moment, rest up, walk around, drink some water, hydrate, write trauma sessions about rats, do it. We will be back in 5 to 10 minutes. Love you. Bye.
Oh.
We're live! Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're back. How's everybody?
What up?
Hope everyone is doing good.
I'm having fun.
I'm so glad you're having fun. But yes, last we left off, we're all over to a fun night town with Oliver. With guns. And sharp stuff.
Somebody knows.
You guys called an Uber and you told him where to drop you off. Oliver gave you the address. The Uber driver almost didn't go. He almost cancelled your ride when he saw where you wanted to go. Thomas had to give him a pretty significant tip to go to this part of town. And
Fair.
he made it very clear he is dropping you and he is out. The end. So after about half an hour, maybe 40 minutes, you guys pull up and Oliver can describe how you find him. But what you do find with him is 3 incapacitated bodies. One which is bleeding from the head, one which is bleeding from the face area, and one that just seems to be staring at the pretty colors. And how do they find Oliver?
They just find Oliver sitting on one of the guys who's still got glasses in his flyer. It's just like, I like waves to everybody. Hey, guys.
You started without us.
Oh no, these assholes were kind of in the way when I was like trying to like call you guys. So I had to blow off some steam.
You started without us.
The offense. Everyone's gonna skip up like towards Ollie and just like, it's tunnel vision. Nothing on the outside world exists except Ollie. And she's gonna spider monkey her way onto Ollie's back. And just, you doing okay?
How you doing? Oliver just gives like a thumbs up. It's like, I've been better.
Well, we're here now. We'll take care of you, and we'll give like a nice pat on his head.
Ruffles the hair. All right, so who's ready to kick some ass?
Yes. Let's.
You said that
Who's the...
You said that there is a place with photographs, images of where you used to live.
Yeah, it's over in the shack over there.
How much trouble do you think we'll get into if we set that shack on fire?
I don't know. Did anybody bring like a camera so we can like take pictures of it before we burn it to the ground?
Thomas is here.
What?
Hmm?
What?
Thomas is here.
Oh, Thomas is here. Yeah, the first word cut off. I had no idea what you're talking about.
It was just Miss is here.
Yeah, we're like, what, huh?
You asked if anyone had a camera. The only time you've ever seen him without a camera was when you guys were caged.
Yeah, that was a bad time. He was
was
a little
great.
upset.
Oh. Think of all the pictures I could have taken.
All the pictures he did take, he was there on a job.
Aww. Bellona's just gonna... She seems a bit upset. Well, not upset. She seems not happy. I don't like the idea of someone following you around. That upsets me slightly. So I feel just in slight retaliation, we could just burn down their home. As for everything else that's in there, if Thomas wants to take some of his photos, then we could do that before we set it on fire.
Probably be a good idea.
Yeah. We were essentially sent here to get evidence, and if this is what he found...
We could just take everything, couldn't we?
Yeah. Well, we don't have the car, because Ollie's here, but we took the taxi and they left. But I can take the photos.
Please do.
Bellona's gonna look around, hopefully, for somebody who kind of looks like the three people Oliver is hanging over.
Oh, he's sitting on
Like-
top of them.
Okay, Bellona's gonna look hopefully for other people who look like Oliver's seat that might maybe need some beating up, but I'm going to assume that there is no more.
The street is empty, and the 7-Eleven behind you is distinctly not looking out the window.
You could have left one for me, Oliver.
What can I say? All of them were being assholes.
That's fair.
Just taking pictures. They're not great, but they're there.
When you
Alright.
go inside, you see the same body that he found. You can roll me investigation. Anyone who goes in can roll me investigation.
I want to roll an investigation. Boop, boop, boop.
Is Amorette going inside? Sorry,
Amarette's on
you-
Oliver's back.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
Feign is on Oliver's back.
Feign. Is Feign or is Oliver then going back inside?
Yeah.
Is it Feign? Amorette was still Amorette the last time.
Oh, you went to the bathroom.
Oh, did you
Feign-
change?
So
I-
when we were at the house, part of that was getting weapons, and was changing outfit and everything.
Okay,
Like
no
hair
stress.
extensions out.
I am just changing. There we go, done.
Yep, we're at okay now. So what are we rolling since I'm on Oliver's back?
Perception investigation.
Okay.
If you want to look to understand, that would be intelligence. But if you're just looking to see what you see, it's perception.
And investigation and
Perception.
It's only 3 dice. I'm safe.
Well, you can always roll for your oogie boogie.
oogie boogie.
Do you... Okay.
Wait, I don't see investigation. Am I
Should be under-
dumb?
It's in
under your
knowledge.
Knowledge. It should be under knowledge.
Oh, it is there. Ha ha. Words bleed together for me. Okay.
Only 1 success. I say
What?
we're good.
For investigation or for the oogie boogie?
For the Oogie Boogie.
Mm-hmm.
Only 1
This
success.
this place has bad energy. It is not a happy place.
Okay. Bad vibes.
What did Bellona roll?
Bellona rolled 1, 2, 3, 4 successes, 2 of which were 10s.
Jesus.
Nice.
Lenore?
Lenore rolled 1 success.
Okay. And then Thomas.
2. I had 3, but I also got a 1. So
So Lenore and Thomas will both pick up the hole under the body, or next to the body now, because Oliver did move it. Thomas, with his medical knowledge, will pick up that she's been dead 2 days. She hasn't decomposed, she hasn't changed in any way. She's just drained and dead. Rigor mortis is actually worn off a little while ago.
Ooh.
So she should start rotting fairly soon, if nothing is done. For Lenore, she found the hole. For Bellona, one thing you find that that Oliver didn't, is there is that couch, that ratty couch at the back. It smells like beer, and there's a couple of like burger wrappers and junk food here and there. But you find 2 things. In the folds of the couch, there is a card, a white card. It has a symbol of a pyramid with an eye on it, and a hammer. And then the other thing you find that is interesting is that you find these little origami figures. And it just doesn't fit. It's made from a very high quality paper. It's not made from cheap paper, but you find these little origami figures. An origami rat, an origami swan, an origami hawk. You even see an origami spider.
I don't like this.
What's on the card again? A hammer and a what?
A
An
pyramid,
eye?
an eye, and a hammer.
This can only be good things.
Absolutely. I'm gonna bring all of it to everyone else. Does this mean anything to anyone?
Does it?
Well, the way it is folded up, you don't really. It's a very well crafted origami figurine. The paper is a very high quality. Lenore would pick up that it is a very thick vellum. It is not like the modern type of paper. It is vellum paper.
Ooh.
Do you just look at it? Do you do anything with it?
Well, I'm showing everyone the origami stuff and the card.
While somebody, okay, roll me. Each of you roll me a luck dice. One single dice. Tell me what you roll.
That's a D10, yeah.
Yeah, 1d10.
It's an 8.
Okay.
That's
A 6.
3.
Okay. No.
That is also an 8.
Okay.
Hey!
Hey.
And Thomas?
Because I'm on your back. We share a brain cell right now.
Yes, yes.
I got a 6. Yay.
So Bellona and Thomas are just like, well, they're very nicely made little paper things.
Mm-hmm.
But Amorette and Oliver, when you see it, you start fiddling with it a little bit. And by chance, Oliver, you got the rat. And you notice that when you pull the tail, it's almost like the rat's body shifts, like the paper folds allow it to move. And you see a hint of black inside one of the folds. Amorette, you have the eagle, and it shifts the same way.
Gonna start opening it. Or like unfolding, I guess. As...
The one you unfolded, there's a date.
What is the date?
The date is roughly 2 years ago.
Huh.
2 years ago, about May. 12th of May.
So that would make it be...
Oliver, do you unfold yours?
Yes, I do.
That date is quite possibly the most significant date in your own life.
1998 April? May?
The 12th of May, 1998 is the eagle. Oliver unfolds the rat, and it's the day your wife was killed.
Immediately crumples up the paper.
There is still the spider.
Having...
You find a second rat, and the second rat is 2 days ago.
Alright. And unfold the rat. Get
The second rat is 2 days ago, when Tammy died.
Okay.
Amorette will like point over to the spider. Open, grab that one.
Grab the spider. Opens it.
The spider has a date in October.
What date?
Which year?
This year, 2000. It just says October 2000. There is no day, but it says October 2000. You guys are still in September.
Oh,
You're at the end of September.
Yeah, we're 23rd of September still. Don't like that. Okay.
This is bad. This is so bad.
Why is this bad?
One of these dates has the date that my wife died. So I'm pretty pissed about that.
Your wife.
She did. I'm so sorry.
Is she one of us, or?
Yep. Nosferatu.
I see.
Burn this place to the ground. I don't care.
Do you take them downstairs first, though?
Yeah.
So again, downstairs you find the same stuff that was pointed out to Ollie. There is a map of Baltimore, as well as maps of Washington. There are pictures of Ollie's building from the exterior. There's the picture, under the Baltimore map, there's a picture of a very familiar big office building that Ollie missed because he was distracted by his apartment building pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas and Ollie, that building looks familiar. That rooftop looks familiar.
Yeah, let's burn this down. That's don't need any of that getting out.
Before you do, can Lenore please do me an intelligence occult? If anyone has the skill, you have to have the skill occult for this. But you can do me an intelligence occult. If you have vampire law, I will also accept intelligence vampire law.
I have a cult. Huh. Intelligence occult?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get any ones, but I got a 3, a 5, 2 3s, a 5, a 6, and a 2.
Okay, you didn't get any successes, but you didn't botch. You just don't recognize anything.
I got 1 8. So 1 success.
There are a lot of religious symbols all over the walls. There are a lot of religious markings. You pick up that there are Christian markings. There are Judaic markings. There are some strange circles and rituals that you don't immediately recognize, but you then think about it. They look like they come from the Key of Solomon. But this is very hodgepodge. It almost looks like somebody took a whole bunch of symbols they saw on an internet. You know, when somebody finds symbols they don't understand and make a tattoo. It's got that vibe. You can't understand why these symbols have been put together the way they have.
Thomas, your camera, if I may. Your camera, if I may.
Yeah.
She's gonna take pictures of all of these weird symbols. Might not make sense now, but maybe they'll make sense later.
You can research it later when you have access to your libraries. Your libraries will give you both a bonus.
I'm going to float in the water and look up Christian symbols. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, that's all she does, really.
Okay. Then you guys can take whatever actions you want now.
My brain's like, is there anything I can loot from this place? But I really don't think there is.
Not really.
No. The dead person, is it? They're all like in bags?
No, they were just dumped. They were wrapped up in the one upstairs was wrapped up in some cloth and material. You see that they're actually blankets.
Mm-hmm.
The downstairs ones were just dumped. They were tossed away like you toss away candy wrappers.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna go to each of them and close their eyes, lay them out properly, put their arms, crossed across their chest, next to each other. Give them that, at least. And then she's gonna go. She's leaving.
Okay.
Amorette's just staying on Oliver's back, but Feign is giving him like kind of a hug, like not too much of a squeeze, but constant, hopefully comforting like pressure.
Okay. So Bellona leaves the hut. Do the rest of you leave with her?
Mm-hmm.
Side.
Are you going to burn it down?
There's enough flammable material.
There's a 7-Eleven across the road.
Go pick up some lighter fluid.
Pretty much. You find some kerosene, you find matches, you find some fire starters. Stuff you can find at the 7-Eleven easily. The clerk does not even really look up at you. He kind of like avoids eye contact, tells you the price, hands it over to you. There are bullet holes in he's got a bulletproof screen around him, but there are holes in it. There are scratches. This is not a nice 7-Eleven. This is kind of a dingy, dirty one. This is the kind of place where you mind your goddamn business. And he is minding his goddamn business.
Smart.
Hydro check.
Well, thanks, Roro.
Just got me comfortable.
Alright. Is
So
everyone coming out?
everyone comes out, and Thomas, without a word, crosses the road, and he goes to buy things. And he comes back with a bag of stuff. And if you want to describe how you do with this, you can. Otherwise, I'll describe what happens. Your choice. Blaine? Do you want to describe what happens, or do you want me to?
Ooh. I guess I should first offer Ollie if he wants the honors or not.
Yep, I was thinking the same thing.
Do you, I have a lighter. Do you want to do it, or should I do it?
Go ahead, Blaine. Go ahead and
Okay.
do it.
So I'll pull some of the stuff off the wall if I can to kind of douse. And I'll lead it up just behind the door. And then light it. You should, before I do that, you should all close your eyes. We don't want to... We
Big
don't want a
fire back.
repeat of Bjorn's office.
Anyone
Yeah,
who's watching, you need to do a courage check, and you need to roll at least one success.
Courage.
Actually, this is a pretty big fire. You're going to need 2 successes.
Courage, courage, courage. I have that.
Amorette has her face buried. Feign has his face buried in Oliver's like shoulder area, but does not want to leave him alone, and wants to keep that pressure.
Oliver, for cinematic appropriate reasons, your willpower is strong enough that you do not need to do this roll. Because
Okay.
cinematically appropriate, I cannot allow Oliver to fail this roll.
Okay.
It is too much of a moment.
That's 3 successes.
You're good. Lenore?
Oh, Lenore definitely closed her eyes. Like she like turned around and like.
Nope. And then Thomas? Okay, you're good. So there is the sound of the nearby motorway. There is the sound of the river. There is the sound of cars and even a pop of a gunshot a little way away. All of that goes to silence as the fire catches. And the thing about fire is we don't realize how much noise it makes until it is a big fire. Standing there, you can feel the heat of it warming even your skins, the way blood warms your skin. And the force of the flames is almost enough to push into you and push back, but Oliver stands unmoving. The roar of a fire doesn't come like a lion's roar. It is the roar of waves smashing against the rocks. It is the roar of wind as you are falling off a cliff. And that roar takes this shack and it starts licking up the walls to the roof, even down to the bottom. The gasoline catches and soaks so fast that that roar becomes overwhelming. And you guys are standing in the orange light as the fire takes this haven for whatever was staying here and the bodies inside. After a couple of minutes, when you are ready, you could walk away.
Oliver's just gonna crack his neck and just start walking away.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Where do you guys want it to go? What do you guys want to do?
Let's kick ass of Diablo, shall we?
I'm gonna need a streetwise plus a. This is information based. A streetwise plus intelligence.
Intelligence. Balls.
Disappointing.
0 successes.
Wow. Really?
I was so close of hitting successes. I rolled a lot of 6 and 5s. I was really close.
Is it only Oliver rolling?
Anyone who has streetwise can give it a try. You can do extended, but that's gonna each look. If you want to do an extended roll, each day represents 1 day of. Sorry, each roll represents 1 day of basically casing the streets to find information. So you can do an extended roll if you want.
What exactly does an extended roll mean?
So what it means is that you don't have the instant knowledge, but what you do have is the ability to go out and find it, to talk to people, to hustle, to bribe, to listen in at bars, to find out, to follow people. So, but that takes time. So if you choose to do an extended roll, you roll and then you can roll again, but every time you roll again, it adds a day to how long it takes you to get the information, because it's the time spent hitting the streets.
Does that include the intelligence if I do that?
No, the first initial roll is what do you know? But for example, Oliver failed the roll. So if everyone in the party doesn't have the streetwise to know where to go, you guys can treat it as an extended roll, and it means that in a couple of nights you would be coming back. But you spend that out of game time, you spend finding the information.
Okay. So can I try roll?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. In this situation, if I roll a 10, do I roll again?
Yes.
That's a 9 and a 10.
Okay. Did anyone else roll?
I had a grand total of 1.
Okay. So Oliver and Bellona have been in the city a very long time. And you kind of recognize one of the tags that you saw when you were taking photos. You've seen that tag somewhere else in the city. It is a little bit familiar. It is a gang name. So I'm just pulling up the name that I have here. It's called Los Diablos de Barrio, the devils of the neighborhood. They are very local. They do not have an expansion into other parts of Washington. They do not have an expansion into other cities. They are in this area. They control about 2 or 3 of the local boroughs.
Les
And
Diablos. What?
Los Diablos del Barrio.
Which is the devil.
The devils of the neighborhood.
Okay.
And Bellona, you could translate the name, so you kind of get the sense of who this is. For Thomas, you just have seen the symbol here and there. The couple of places that you can remember seeing these symbols, these tags, is you remember seeing it in the warehouse district. Bellona, you've seen this in an underground club nearby. You've seen this in the community center. You've seen this in a warehouse district. And there's one other place you sort of remember seeing it, but you can't quite place where it was.
So I've seen it in an underground club, and it.
Yeah, Bellona has seen it in an underground club. You've seen it in there was a street in the heart of the neighborhood where you saw quite a lot. But this is about a neighborhood of about 3 or 4 boroughs that you've seen this tag in this area. But you remember specifically seeing it in a club. You remember specifically seeing it, Thomas, in the warehouse district, and you remember seeing it on the community center. And there's somewhere else that you guys remember seeing it.
Well.
What's interesting is that most of this neighborhood is the same area that is Olaf's territory. Not completely. He does keep more to the river, so he's got more length of the river, whereas this goes into the neighborhood. Olaf doesn't like going into the neighborhood, but in this part of town, he's got a couple of streets that he counts as his territory close to the river, and he's got the river itself, and he's got one of the bridges. Specifically, the switching house under one of the bridges.
All right.
Well, I know that there is a tag that I saw in there. I've seen it at clubs and a specific street that had about 3 or 4 boroughs. I'm not sure that's exactly where we want to go, but that's all the information I have.
Okay.
I am pretty sure I've seen it in the warehouse district on a couple warehouses. Should narrow it down.
I'm sure there is another place I've seen it. I just can't quite place it.
Community center?
Who knows, maybe it's all at the museum as well. Everything's at that museum now.
I don't like the museum as much as I used to.
I've never liked it and now I despise it. So, where shall we try? How long is it now? What time is it?
It's probably now about 1 in the morning, maybe 1:30.
We still have a bit of time, I suppose, to at least hit one of the locations.
Don't forget, the sheriff asked you to follow up with Olaf as well.
We're just setting everything in Olaf's territory on fire. Don't worry about it, Sheriff.
It's chill. Only part of his territory is in the gang's territory.
It was the right thing to do.
You don't even hear fire trucks. You don't hear police sirens. People are starting to come out of their homes and to the street, but they're not coming close enough to get involved. It's looky-loo, neighborhood entertainment. It is not, oh my word, does anyone need help?
So we've got a club, a warehouse, a community center, generically the warehouse district, and some kind of switching house under the bridge.
Alright.
The warehouse district is where I would do something.
The club means more likely I'm going to get to punch someone in the face. But I will go where everyone thinks is a better place to go.
We can go and punch people in the face if you would prefer. Everybody.
After the night I've had, I would love to, but I'm not about to drag everyone else in there with me for my entertainment.
Oliver, where do you want to go?
Let's go to the warehouse.
Okay. What do we... Everybody still running with the same stuff?
Bellona doesn't look disappointed at all.
There might be people for you to punch at the warehouse.
One can hope.
So the warehouse isn't too far from where you are. It'll be about a 5-minute walk. Admittedly, it's a 5-minute walk in a not so nice area, but a 5-minute walk.
It's super close.
An evening walk with my beloveds. I don't think of a better way to spend the night.
Let's do it.
Was that affection?
I'm capable of it.
Feign's gonna give Oliver like a little bit of a squeeze, and then just like point to Bellona. She just said nice things.
I know, Bellona, you're starting to show off you care about us.
I was promised to be able to punch someone in the face.
You're a nice person.
Doesn't have to be the face. Do you want to punch someone?
Do you want to kill a demon? Want to stab it in the face?
Oh my word.
Oliver, I think our serenading worked that day. I think
so.
It's sleeping in.
Yep. It definitely is.
This look of disgust, this is her face.
So you guys make your way down the road, and as you're heading down the road, roll me perception checks.
Perception alertness or just perception?
Perception alertness. Whenever I say perception, it's generally perception alertness.
Got it.
Perception alertness.
No successes.
Do you see nothing? Oh my word.
That is their
One.
Oh my word. Why?
One
2.
success.
1.
Oh god.
I rolled 2 10s, 1 1, a 2, and a 7.
Damn!
I only had 4 dice. I rolled a 10, a 7, a 7, a 7, a 10. And then a 5.
Oh my word. Amorette sees, or Feign
I got no
sees
successes and a 1.
nothing. Oh, you got a botch.
I don't. Yeah.
Feign. Wait, you got no successes and a 1.
And a 1.
Okay,
My
so that's
word.
not a fail, that's a botch. We're gonna
Okay.
get back to you.
Oh no.
No!
We'll get back
I
to you.
went
in a
the
minute.
opposite.
Oh
You
no.
can't do. I went
What-
the opposite. You can't
What did
do
you
that.
see?
We're gonna get back to you.
Oh no.
Oliver, you got one success. You don't
Yep.
see anything, but you have a very strong feeling of being watched. Vex, there's no running away.
Oh no. Vex, come back.
How many did Thomas
Vex,
get?
come back.
2 successes.
What did you just give Vex? What did you give Vex?
I gave Vex caramel.
Oh.
Big hard caramel.
Oh,
Vex
did
needs
you go all the way there for sugar, Bubby?
Oh,
Thomas,
buddy.
you've got the same feeling of being watched. You managed to pick up there is an enforcer who was watching the fire happen that you guys missed before, and you see him take out a cell phone as you guys are heading down the road.
Oh.
Our 2 ladies who rolled insanely well. Lenore, you hear something. It is this high-pitched frequency, and you recognize that. That is... Hold on, I need to find a rare bat type.
A rare bat type.
A sheath-tailed bat. It's... Oh, wait, no, that's... Ooh, that's the rarest in the world. I don't think that would be the right bat.
I think Lenore would lose her mind if that was what she heard. The rarest bat in the world, just hanging around on the port side of the world. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's only in the Seychelles.
Oh, sorry, Lenore.
Oh, but there is a rare bat in Washington. It is called the
Ooh.
Townsend's big-eared bat.
Oh.
And so you hear this cry, and immediately, like, the world stops, and you are like, wait. And your eyes go up, and you're trying to see it. And for a second, you see a flicker of movement, and you look up thinking you're going to see the bat. And you notice that along the apartment buildings, almost every 3rd or 4th apartment building, there is someone on one of the sides standing, looking down at you guys, and watching you walk down the road. You are some of them are child-sized, some of them are teenager or adult-sized, but there are eyes on you as you are moving through this neighborhood. Vex?
Oh.
Feign is sitting on top of Oliver's shoulders. And as much as you are looking around, you've had a bad day, you've had trauma, you don't want to deal with this anymore. So you are actively, like, just trying to distract yourself. And as you're trying to distract yourself, you see a flicker of gold down an alleyway. And for a second, Oliver is passing that alleyway, and for a second you turned and looked, and it was the split second, it was this fast moment. You could have sworn you saw somebody who was bending, standing up, looking up at you, with 2 bunny ears, and a bloody hatchet in their hand, and an arm made of gold.
Sorry. Vex's face. Oh no.
What you gonna do?
Oh god, this is bad.
I broke Vex.
Oliver, as Feign looks down this one alleyway,
Okay.
it is almost an instantaneous reaction. All of the limbs they are using to hold on to you tighten. And it becomes less of a I am here for you, you are loved, you are comforted, and a oh holy fuck no. And like her hands are grabbing onto your shirt. Holding on for dear life. And his head just tucks right against like the crook of your neck. And that's it. Not a word, nothing's happening.
Dane, are you okay?
Just a little shake
Buddy.
of the head, but that's it.
Alright, who's the fucker? Who got the punch?
Just another a more urgent shake of the head. Like
Okay.
no.
Okay. What do we need to do?
I can't win. It doesn't matter which way I go. It does not matter which way I go. I'm so mad about that. Fate will just kind of lift his head for a second and go, just don't go down that alley. And we're fine.
Okay.
Fate, roll me a perception alertness.
I'm not fucking looking at anything, no!
You're not looking at anything, but roll me a perception alertness.
I'm not looking at anything.
What did you roll?
What did... No. Vex, what did you roll?
Oh, homie, what did you roll?
Vex?
I botched
Homie.
it.
Oh, no!
I'm gonna need you to go check something in your chat messages real quick.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
I'm looking at Vex's face with much concern. What did you see? Vex!
Anyway.
No!
There's a second where Feign goes stiff, and then it's a quick glance cast behind him. And if anyone's looking at him, any color that he did have, gone.
Oh, no.
And his eyes are wide as fucking saucers. And Oliver, if two people could meld into one person by sheer force of will, they would no longer be separate entities at this point.
Oh my.
Do any of the others notice this behavior?
I definitely do.
God, I love botches.
I can't win no matter which way I go.
You're so excited not to see anything, but now you see stuff anyway. Remember during the break where you're like, oh, Fein's not being traumatized yet this
I
stream.
knocked on wood. I protected that sentence. That sentence has nothing to do with this.
This isn't trauma, this is fear. That's different.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, once the eyes go wide, their head whips right back around. And again, if we could be one person, we would be one person. And it's almost like Fate is... There's almost this urgency to, like, get in front of you. To not be back there anymore. But it's not quite acted on.
Okay.
That's it. That's fucking it.
Thomas, Lenore, Bellona, do any of you notice or do anything?
I don't think I would notice because... Oh, sorry. Yeah. I don't think I would notice anything because Bellona's definitely distracted by eyes everywhere staring at us, right?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't explain for you. Sorry, I explained for Lenore. You notice Lenore looking up and you also look up and you start spotting all of the people who are on the roof lined up. You spot every now and then a window, a curtain moves and moves back. You notice lights going off as you guys are passing and doors. You can even hear one door as you pass it. You hear the sound of the lock.
So they look more like they're on guard, but not like they're malicious. Please tell me they look human.
They all look human.
Okay.
It's a very common thing in gang neighborhoods. You have lookouts. Usually they are the children and the teens.
Okay.
But you want to know who's coming in. You want to know when the cops are coming in. You want to know when enemy gangs are coming in. You have lookouts.
I give them a wave. Just...
Nobody waves back. One ducks backwards further away from the roof.
Was there something I said?
Does Thomas notice what poor Feign is going through?
Your child is traumatized,
Yeah.
Thomas.
Do you want to backpack them, or should I? He's talking to Ollie. Sorry if I didn't make that clear. I was I'm looking at it.
Let's go kick some ass, shall we?
That sounds lovely. Best thing I've heard you say all day. Night. Evening.
Day night.
So, as you guys are approaching, you do see a warehouse. It has boarded up windows. There is a couple of guys hanging around outside by the door. There are roller doors that look fairly new and fairly strong, which is weird because the windows look broken. They boarded up. The rest of this place looks kind of shitty. But those roller doors, and it's big enough for a truck to pull in, look fairly solid.
Okay. Oliver is just gonna like knock in the place.
Well, there's a couple of guys standing outside.
Okay.
Bellona's basically kind of giving Oliver or anyone else a chance to talk to these people before she steps in. This is her being kind.
So, like, what you basically notice, though, sorry, I just saw something. What you basically notice is that they see you coming. They know you're coming. You're not surprising them. They watch you approach down the road. And as you get to a certain distance, one of them kind of steps forward and up and downs Bellona and up and downs Lenore and then ups Lenore more and shrugs. Eyes both of the guys and Finn clinging to the back of Oliver. And he's like, yeah?
Okay, let's do this.
His neck has a tattoo across that says the word Rocco.
Hello there, gentlemen. How's it goes?
You the one that put down our boys?
Wow, word goes fast for you guys.
Phones. Bellona's gonna hold up her flip phone.
How close are you?
Sorry?
Oh, did you hold up your flip phone, or does it look like you're filming them with your camera?
No, I'm holding it like this to show Oliver, be like, I know how they're communicating. I know this answer. I'm smart. Look, flip phone. They called each other, probably. She's very obviously not filming anything like that.
You came here for a reason. What you want?
I want to talk with your
Speak
boss.
before we put you down.
Oh, you think you put me down? Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's really,
You hear a noise. And when you look behind him, when you're like, oh, think you put me down, that's so cute. The three guys behind him all pull out automatic guns. And they cock it and they stand there waiting and looking at you.
Okay.
So this guy looks at you. He's quite big. He is a muscular guy. He is not wearing a shirt. He is covered in tats, and very clearly a lot of these are prison tats. He has a couple of teardrops under his eye running down. He's got the throat tattoo. He's got a tattoo on the side of his head that you can see peeking out. And when he turns his head to look at the others, he's got the entire back of his head is done as a skull. And he's just kind of tucks his fingers into the front of his belt and he just stares you down. He does not seem to be scared. He is not trying to posture. He's not trying to intimidate you. He's just like, what do you want?
So, your friends kind of like was going up at a place that had some sensitive information. I just wanted to know where the hell you guys got that info?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I think I know you exactly know what you're talking about.
And I think you are at your welcome and you should get the hell up out this neighborhood.
Bellona's gonna clip-clop closer.
Again, as you clip up closer, he's still facing Oliver, but his eyes go to you and you get a very solid up and down. And even some of the guys behind him chuckle and whistle as you approach.
Hello, boys. Now, forgive my friend here. We've had a bit of a rough night. You see, and then she lifts up her skirt, which is covered in blood and rat bites. I'm going to do my level best to be polite about this, but you see, my favorite dress got ruined tonight.
Hi, Chiquita, if you can't keep that dress nice, I can get you a new one.
Oh, really?
You just tell me what you want, Puppy will get you your outfit.
I want. And then her nails are gonna slowly crawl up his chest and then sort of slide around his neck. When
you try and slide around his neck, he allows that in his chest, but the second you get to his neck, he puts his hand under yours and he actually twists your fingers back and pulls your hand away from him.
Ooh.
And we're just getting to the good part.
Not a good part till we go out on a date.
That depends on what you have to offer.
Now, pretty little Chiquita like you shouldn't be playing so rough.
You have no idea how I like to play.
Should I give you guys a room? Jesus Christ.
And she smiles.
Roll me a seduction check.
She smiles, by the way. Her teeth are on full display. Also, what the fuck is a seduction check?
Okay, so it's going to be a couple of rolls. I don't want to fetch my book because my book is in the other room. Okay.
6.
God damn it, I'm going to have to go get my book. There's like 4 rolls. Give me a second.
Oh, there's 4 rolls for seduction? 4? Damn! Seducing people complicated. That's a lot of maths. Who knew seduction needed that many click-clacks?
Seduction is a multi-step process.
Okay, I just want to bite him, but fine.
What you do notice, though, he sees your teeth, an eyebrow slightly raises on your teeth, but he doesn't react otherwise. You do see him tense slightly, though. And the guys behind him, do you flash it to them as well, or just to him?
She's smiling. If anyone's looking, they will see it, because those teeth can't go away.
All of them cock their guns.
That's more like it.
207. Okay, let's go.
Nah.
First roll, appearance plus subterfuge.
That's so many dots. Okay, wait.
Your difficulty is going to be 6.
Alright, now I roll the dice. Two, three. 6, you said? Oh god, that's
Difficulty 6.
Okay, so 9, 9, 8, 6, 10, 7.
Okay, so your next roll, you get to add another 5 dice because your
Holy
opening lines
shit.
have caught his attention.
Okay.
Next roll,
So much dice.
wits plus subterfuge.
I regret. Can she no longer flirt anything?
Difficulty 7.
Wits plus subterfuge.
To see if you can actually draw enough blood to his penis that he no longer pays attention with his brain to the fact that you are fucking with him. God gave men enough blood to run one head at a time, but gave men 2 different brains. I don't really mean that, guys.
It's just funny to me. Okay, so difficulty is what?
7. Wits
Okay, so-
plus subterfuge plus the 5.
Plus okay. So wits plus subterfuge plus 5 more dots.
Yes.
1,
I said I didn't mean it 6. It doesn't count.
The thingy was 7, right?
Yeah.
The difficulty level. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes, 1 being a 10.
Okay, and now we get to the final roll.
Oh my word, okay.
Charisma plus empathy plus 5.
Charisma, empathy plus 5.
Yes.
I
Difficulty 8.
I definitely bolted to seduce.
You're doing it well.
This is so many dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 5. Right?
Plus the 5.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. This is so many dice. But that's
Difficulty
a 10.
8.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes. This is so many. I rolled a lot of 10s, okay? And then on top of all of the other dots that I had.
Oh my god.
You know what? Bellona is good at a couple of things. But
Oh,
from the
literally like
moment-
2 things, that's it.
From the moment she entered the world of the undead, there is one thing that placed her above pretty much anyone she met, and it was a sway of her hips, it was a tone in her voice, it was the touch of her hand, it is the way she looked at you. That old thing of a geisha can stop you with a look, Bellona can stop you with a single lash of her eye.
Oh,
Fluttering.
my word.
This guy's arm goes soft and he lets it drop and he grins and steps into your personal space. He's like, well, if you want a date, we can always have a conversation about that. You can, he offers to take you inside, but if you want to go to the side of the building, no, he won't take you inside because of what's inside. He offers to lead you to the side of the building, and basically whatever you want to know, this man is going to tell you for the opportunity to even put his hands around your waist. Yes, if you want to feed, go for it.
Bellona's absolutely going to be like, then be a good boy and follow me. Put a finger in his collar and take him to the side.
The other guys look a bit nervous. They still have their guns cocked. They're eyeing the rest of the party, but 1 or 2 of them do watch the sway of your hips as you lead this guy off.
It's a great sway.
It's when the marimba rhythm starts to
To
play.
swing.
The hips are doing this. What are the rest doing while Bellona leads him into the dark and scary alley?
Don't worry about it.
The short, tiny Asian woman is leading the very big, scary
Bellona
gangbanger
isn't
into the
that
dark and
short.
scary alley. Oh wait, the average height Asian woman.
She's like 5'7". She's not that
This-
short.
This slim and stunning Asian woman of a perfectly adequate height. Are you?
Yes, I'm happy now. Thank you.
What
I
are
am
the
of a
rest you
perfectly adequate height. Thank you very much.
What are the rest doing?
I'll be back later, just hopping out for a snack, and then gone.
Oliver's just gonna make a face. It's like, what the fuck?
Oliver, you've definitely seen her do this at clubs. Like, when she goes out, you've seen her do this.
I know, but still, what the fuck?
I'm sorry. I'm
Vex is still dying over the perfectly adequate height.
Listen, Amorette's traumatized. She's not doing anything. I get to die laughing.
Okay. Lenore and Thomas, are you doing anything?
Lenore's just standing there, like kind of with her just like a raised, like a perplexed expression on her face, like
It had to be now.
Blaine, anything from you?
I don't know. I was thrown for a loop when it went from I was promised I get to punch someone in the face.
Look, she wanted
And now-
stress relief. She'll take it any way she can.
Is related to Pan, I'm just saying.
They're not related.
They're so related. He's your spirit nephew.
They share trauma is what they do.
That's what I said, spirit nephew.
Do we stick to the original plan? What are we throwing hands? What are we
Bellona
doing?
left.
Bellona is
left.
gone.
Bellona left and not only stunned the person that she's with, but she also stunned the rest of the party. And now none of us know what to do.
She hopped out for a snack. Listen, she had to like fix her knee. She needs that blood back. Thank you.
Listen, we created the red flags when we started this game. So this is the point where we're going to go the semi-fade to black, and Bellona will describe to us what happened in this exchange. You can ask your questions. I will tell you what you get out of him, but there is not going to be a descriptive portion of this part of the game.
Anyway.
If we ever have a Vampire Nights OnlyFans, we'll get back to that.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
She wouldn't do something like that outside. She's a lady. Anyway.
She's a lady.
Exactly, which was not happening outside on the dirt. Thank you. Anyway. So I guess she comes out after a few minutes. Just like very classily wiping the last droplets off of her lips. Nods at the boys. And so
much
your
blood
friend's a
did you take off
little...
How much blood did you take off of him?
Oh, not that much.
Less than
Just-
3 drops?
Less than that, yeah. Enough to keep him tired.
He'll stumble out behind you, but he's very dazed, but he's smiling. Big. Very happy.
Sorry, I might have tired out your friend a little. And then goes back to her party, looking a little more refreshed.
Did you ask any questions while you were refreshing?
She did. First off, ask who's in there. About the tag that she found at the Port Little Hut.
So he tells you it is their gang tag. He's the first lieutenant. They have some merchandise inside.
What's the lieutenant's name?
His name is, give me 2 seconds, Miguel Rocco Hernandez.
Miguel Rocco Fernandez?
Rocca. R-O-C-K. R-O-C-A, sorry. Roca. Who speaks Spanish? Would that be Rocca or Roca?
Don't know.
Let's go for Rocca. If it's wrong, I apologize to any Spanish speakers. And he grew up with Carlos. They've got merchandise inside. They don't deal in people. They deal... Look, he didn't give you details of what the merchandise is, but it's illegal. But it's not like trafficking in people. It's stuff. Because he did mention crates and boxes.
I will ask, like, if he's had any sort of experience or exposure to vampires, considering everyone's reaction to her teeth.
They kind of joke about the chupacabras. They don't come to the neighborhood really, but if you go down to the bridge, 50-50 whether you get caught or not. A lot of the junkies talk about someone they work for. He gives them drugs if they give him blood. Yeah.
Bellona also gives him her. Bellona gets his number to give him a call should she feel hungry again.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow. He does tell you. Yeah.
And you made a comment earlier about us picking up strays.
Look, she has her pretty boys, and they don't stay at the house.
All I'm hearing is that song. I like them pretty boys. Them pretty boys.
Do continue.
He did tell you that Carlos isn't here.
Okay.
Carlos tends to make his base of operations the community center.
Right. It was great meeting you boys. To everyone else, I think perhaps our next stop might be the community center. Inside there really isn't anything for us in particular. Not if we want answers.
You're not going to find anything. It's too late.
Is it?
Yeah. Community center, they shut down at around 10-11.
Damn.
Well, fuck.
You can always come back tomorrow night.
Sounds like we just have to do that.
Look, you didn't have the element of surprise to begin with.
Everyone was staring at us. Bellona's gonna look back, wink at the boys, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow then.
Yeah. And all the other guys look at him and they look at you and they have never seen this man knocked on his ass that hard by a woman. They are just like, the fuck? Chupacabra indeed. The god sucker. Well, she sucked something.
Only what she wanted. Carlos
So
is
let's
not
just-
here.
Okay, what are you guys gonna do?
Oliver's got nothing.
Is it Olaf time?
Do we have time to find the Olaf?
Yeah, it's only about 2.
Okay.
Remember this warehouse was, well, you guys did actually search around. It's maybe 2:45. But you still got, like, remember it's autumny time. You got a couple hours before the sun comes up. So you guys make your way to the bridge.
Yep.
Okay. the bridge isn't again too far away, and when you start talking about heading that way, like Rocco basically looks at one of his guys, he whistles, and the guy like jogs away and comes back with a car. He pulls up. It is a very detailed Cadillac. It is tacky as hell. The thing bounces a little as it drives up. And he's like, my guys will drop you if you want. You know, for you, Chiquita.
Don't you, darling?
I was pretty sure you shouldn't have to walk more than you want to.
I'm more concerned about you. You're swaying a little.
Swaying from a good feeling. I'll be fine, and I'll give you a call. He tucks your business card into the front of his pants.
She doesn't give him her number.
Oh.
She takes his.
Oh, she took his number.
Yeah.
Okay. He's like,
It's the don't call me,
wait
I'll
for
call you situation.
He's just like, I'll wait for your call then.
You be a good boy and do that. Would you like a lift? to the rest of the party?
I'm gonna go gargoyle this fucking car.
It's one of those cars that like boom, 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 boom.
It is one
Has
of those
way too much
tacky
bass.
ass, way too big purple Cadillacs with the white leather, the fluffy dice hanging from the mirror.
Oh,
the
I
damn
love it.
thing it's one of those. I can't
Yeah.
remember what's called when they have the hydraulics,
Oh
and
my
the thing
gosh.
can. The sound system makes your fangs vibrate. I'm pretty sure there's enough space in the boot to fit the trunk to fit a freaking shoebox because the rest of it is taken up by speaker.
My word.
I don't know if I'm getting in this fucking car.
Oh my god.
Like, Feign gets down from Oliver's back, but the look that Feign's giving this car is just...
Yes, it's a low rider. Thank you. Sorry, I just saw Six's comment.
I'm sure this whole situation is just amazing to me.
All right, so where do we go now, guys? Okay, let's go.
Okay. This car takes the corners like it is a fridge on wheels.
Oh my god.
It is not the fastest, safest ride you've ever had in your life. That doesn't stop the driver from driving like it is the fastest, safest ride you'll have in your life. And he takes those corners like he is a fish tank on two wheels.
Oh no.
He gets to within about... He's on the city side of the bridge, and he swings into the sidewalk half onto it. The car bumps as you climb on the sidewalk, and he's like, is that one over there? And he points, and what you see is under the bridge at the far end, you see a row of dark windows on a building that has been built into the crevice under the edge of the bridge. This used to be one of those bridges that could lift and open for ships to pass, but it looks like it hasn't been used in a while. And they do use other parts of the river. This is a branch that kind of it used to be very commonly used a couple hundred years ago. It's not so commonly used anymore. That's why this whole area has gone dodgy. Is all the commerce that used to come through here, it now goes through the more strong part of the river. And this has just become like a forgotten off branch.
Nicole,
Mm-hmm.
have I done something to upset you? At some point, I have to ask.
No, why?
No reason. None at all, as this car comes to a stop. Feign unbuckles himself, crawls over anyone who's between him and the door, and just flops onto the ground out of this car.
It was about the aesthetic. That's all I can say, Vex. It was the
I know.
aesthetic.
I know. It fits so.
Oh. What you notice here is what was absent by that other building, the one you burnt down, is there are a couple of prostitutes hanging around. There is a fire around a barrel on the other side of the road with a couple of homeless people around there. They're kind of watching you. And on top of the bridge, there are actually a few street kids leaning over and running around. It is 3 a.m, and there are street kids who are hanging around and running around. No one approaches you. No one really does anything to you. You see a couple of prostitutes nearby. No one's interacting with you, but they are all very aware of you arriving. To get to that side of the bridge, you'd have to cross over it, then go under on a staircase, and then you could get into the building that is known to be Olaf's haven. And that's where we're going to cut tonight. Do you want to say or do anything before we cut?
I am good.
We're tired.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
We are at the 3:40 mark, unfortunately.
We are.
And this meeting would take about 40 minutes to an hour, so I'm going to cut it here.
Okay.
Very, very valid. I think if it's all good for everyone, just a quick recap. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on the podcast, the Spotify's. You can find us on YouTube. YouTube would be under Meister Hypester. Twitter and the podcast is under the Endless Vampire VTM, the Endless Night, depending where you are looking. We do have a voucher. Anyway, I need to stop looking at chat while I do this. But yeah, I am Meister Hypester, your host for this evening, and just a very horny character, apparently. Feign? Hot potato?
Hi, I'm Vexomniari. I play Amorette Feign, even when I see things I don't. Or even when I don't see things I do. I guess both works. I'm tired. You can find me everywhere at Vexomniari. On my link tree are all of the links to everything VTM Endless Nights related. So podcast, obviously, Twitch, Twitter, all of the lovely YouTubes, all the lovely stuff. So you can go find that. I'm doing things. Vesper.
Oh. Oh god.
Feel that in my soul.
I broke them. It's fun.
I'm also on Instagram. I completely lost everything I was gonna say. It wasn't.
You're okay.
I'm here, and my handle for Instagram is @casualdruid, but otherwise I am here.
We have kidnapped the Vesper. I'm very proud of this. Hot potato?
Hot potato, Blaine.
Oh, hello, I'm Blaine. I play Thomas, who, in case you didn't catch it, he hates rats. They're filthy. He doesn't like them. He also got to see Bellona just completely explode on every success. That was amazing. Oh my god.
That was
That blew his mind.
that was
He
so
had
many
no idea.
dice. That was so many dice.
He was just like, and so there was peace, I
I rolled
Not
really
keep
good
my
this
die.
session, so I'm very concerned for next session because usually there's
guess.
that's
No
usually what
complaints. That
happens
was
to me.
That was glorious.
awesome.
Yo. The thing
And
is, I
that's-
kept rolling 10s! Over the fact
Do
I had
it.
so many dice, and then I still got 10s!
Beautiful.
I really thought we would have a fight, and then no.
Bellona went, wait, this is my domain, thank you very much.
Yep.
They
have Peni, I can work it, give me a second.
You don't need Peni. You need the ability to want to get into your non-Peni.
Yep. It worked. Hot potato, Blaine?
Nicole.
The question mark.
I'm the GM. This is not how I saw the session going. But as you can see from this wonderful collective of chaos demons around me, we're going somewhere. Join the ride. I did not think I'd have to create an entire gang on the fly. Thanks for that, Oliver. Thanks a lot for that.
It's all Dice's fault. I want the gang. I'm here for the gang stuff.
They're here now.
We're here for the cult stuff.
If you do want to see me, I do have the Twitter and the Blue Sky. You can find me through the vampire thing or anyone else's things. Otherwise, I am on the Discords. That is all I am. There is no videos on the Twitter. No follow the Twitter. No video. Those are not the videos you are looking for. Go to the vampire videos. Those have videos. And I'm a hot potato Oliver.
Hello, everybody. My name is Dyson Autism. I tell stories on the internet. You can follow me at Dyson Autism and everything. I'm currently not posting anything due to me taking a break and everything. So, yeah, I'm gonna hot potato. Who hasn't gone yet?
No, we've all gone, have we not? We've all gone.
Did Jack go? I don't remember.
Yeah, I was the very first one.
Jack was the first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talked about how Bellona's very horny, apparently. To be fair, she didn't really do anything except drink, so she just had a snack and some questions. But that's all of us. Thank you again for today. Tune in next week for us actually talking to Olaf, maybe. I don't know. Well, we've reached his haven at last. In the meantime, let us go harass my good friend who is a lovely artist, the Idiot Archive. Don't call him idiot because this man, that's his greatest wish is to get me to call him idiot on stream. That's never happening. So do me a favor, go in there and just not call him idiot, because it will annoy him. I love you all, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.